What's going on, everybody? Jeannot here with you. It's that time again, and we will get into it. It is the Vegas Golden Knights, 21-7-5, head coached by Bruce Cassidy. It sounds like this: Jack Eichel, Ivan Barbashev, Mark Stone with Alec Martinez and Alex Pietrangelo, Chandler, Stephenson, Pavel Dorofeyev with Jonathan Marchessault, Brayden McNabb, and Brent Hutton, William Karlsson, Paul Cotter, and Nick Waugh, Brent Hutton, William Carey, and Michael Amadio, Zach Whitecloud, and Nicolas Hagel. It looks like Yuri Patera will get the start in net today. Logan Thompson's now day-to-day. Again, we already know the situation on Robin Leonard and the snake farm and all that stuff that I talked about involved his double hip surgery. So they need him on IR just to be able to stay around the cap. And then Aiden Hill is day-to-day as well. So Yuri Patera, the innocent Silver Knight, will get the chance and start in that tonight. And on the other side for the Tampa Bay Lightning, it sounds like this: Brayden Point, Nick Paul, Nikita Kucherov. Again, they're 15-3-5, head coached by Jon Cooper. Victor Hedman, Eric Chernak on defense. Anthony Cirelli, Brandon Hagel, Steven Stamkos with Calvin DeHaan and Darren Radish. Tyler Mott, Connor Shea, Alex Belay, Luke Blondini, Tanner Jeannot, and Michael Eassamont with Hayden Fleury and Nick Perbix. Mikhail Sergachev is day-to-day. The Big Cat will be in goal today. So this should be a good one. Again, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've said that the Vegas Golden Knights have only visited this building 5 times, and the Bolts are 1-4. We will see how much that changes. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Again, I understand Yuri Patera. That might take some of the sting out there, alongside not having Logan Thompson or Aiden Hill. But nonetheless, Patera's numbers are still pretty good, and I think we might have a good matchup on our hands. So hopefully that is the case, and we will see what happens going forward. It looks like on the Twitter Space side, or the X side, that the rooms look a little bit larger than they actually are. So there's a lot more blank space and a little bit of a Taylor Swift on that side. So hopefully that continues to run through in a good way, and we don't have any audio issues. I don't anticipate anything on the YouTube side. And whatever happened in the last game on Monday, besides for my internet and the YouTube maybe going off for about half a second and going back in and resetting everything, that should not happen here. So let's get settled here. We're in Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. It is the Bolts and the Golden Knights. Again, this matchup's always pretty good on paper when you look at it. We will see if this continues to be the same. Again, last week around this time is when I covered the Bolts, and that's when they took out the Edmonton Oilers and their 8-game win streak. The Bolts have been up and down a little bit for the Golden Knights at 21-7-5, the league best. I still feel like they're kind of waiting for the playoffs to start. We're not even after Christmas break. That's just how I feel about it because it's how good they are. So Jack Eichel will lose the draw to Anthony Cirelli, and this will get flipped in. Again, the Bolts are at home in the blues with the White Lightning Bolt right in the middle. They'll be going left to right. The Golden Knights will be going right to left. Anthony Cirelli, he might draw a trip, and yes, he will. The Bolts, 18 seconds in, go to the power play as Anthony Cirelli gets tripped. So good start here for Tampa as Bruce Cassidy has to look on, and we will see what happens here. So Ivan Barbashev will be going to the box for a trip against Cirelli, and we will be off and underway here. So again, as Cooper Hopkins and I talked about, especially during the free agency frenzy, about how Ivan Barbashev's a monster. Still got 8 goals and 8 assists so far. So pretty good numbers. They're going to bust him for a hook rather than a trip, but nonetheless, still the same result. As this is face-off one, back by Eichel. And I'll flip this all the way down. Vasilevsky, take a look at it and stop it. And this will leave it here for big Victor Hedman. Again, last week he wasn't available. Well, now they're missing Mikhail Sergachev. So 1A, 1B. Brayden Point off the drop here for Paul. Paul recently got the promotion, the first line in St. Louis, and that first line had 6 points. Here's a good play for William Karlsson, short-handed. He's going to get the stick, be able to play it right out in front off the backhand, and this one will go wide, so it effectively killed some time. No chance to hit the net, though, but it still killed about 35 seconds of Tampa's power play. An opportunity now under the right wing wall, and Nick Paul will try to do this again. There's for Brayden Point. Paul gets absolutely upended. And now this is a chance for Chandler, Stephenson. Stone off the drop. Here's a long wrister, and Stephenson Had a gigantic rebound from a Pietrangelo shot, but that one went wide. Stamkos now off the drop. Here's a chance for Point. Backhand, no hold near the left side dot. Work this by forehand. Kucherov near the left dot. He'll fire way high. And this one goes off a stick and up and out of play. Kind of wondered, honestly, I was wondering on this feed, and I'm just saying this out loud on the Valley Sports side, it looks to be a watermark in front of the glass. At first, I thought it was my TV. Again, this will be the second time I'll have the same length to flip the feeds on that side, but I do want to try to stay with Valley because they give you more of the camera angles. I know some of these other teams have lost some of their other rights, so it's picked up locally now for Vegas and locally for Arizona. Tanner Jeannot on the power play side, he can't win it. He's a winger. I figured that would be the case, and Zach Whitecloud will send this one back down from the big cap. So 45 seconds left to go in the Bolts' first power play. We're just underway. 18:25 to go in the first. This is an entry now near the right side wing. This is to be recollected to be a Lightning try to pick this one back up for Hagel, and it's flipped all the way back down the ice. So Taylor Radish has this one now in Radish off the drop pass. We'll leave this here for Hagel and start again. As this is picked up now for Belay. Get this one between his legs, fire it right on, and this one is stopped by Jiri Patera. So again, admittedly for me, it's the first look at Jiri to see how he does for the Henderson Silver Knights. And his goals against within the two starts were at 3, but his save percentage is at .917. So not too bad on that side. Again, as we talked about with Vegas' defense, they're about as good as it gets. So you shouldn't have any issues back there. Point leaders for Vegas on that, so as far as the standings, Vegas leads with 47. Vancouver just behind with 46. This is fired by Stamkos, close 5-hole by Patera. The Bolts are 9-3-3, home record this season anomaly. Out of the air, try to find Kucherov there, but it goes off the glove hand of Patera. Now Jack Eichel, as Barbashev gets out of the box one-handed. What a move there for Eichel just to keep it alive. Martinez, Pietrangelo with the rocket. This one is saved by Vasilevsky somehow in amongst the Redwoods, and hold on, it'll be a Vegas offensive zone draw coming. But I will keep my eye out on Jiri Patera versus the Big Cat on this side and see where the goaltending matchup is going to lean. But again, Vegas' defense is so elite, even with some of the other soft standing injuries that they have, like Caden Korzak, Mironov, Shea Theodore, Keegan Kolesar. I know the back end goaltending is more substantial. Logan Thompson, Nathan Hill, but still, this isn't injuries that should get in Vegas' way. It should be all systems go per usual. Barbashev got knocked off the puck, and this will be flipped by Calvin DeHaan. I'd say for Anthony Cirelli, he gets taken down again. Finish off a hit there is Brandon Hagel. And this will be back behind the net for Chandler. Stephenson fired at the net and held by Patera. 17:07 left to go into this first. So they're showing it on the Tampa sports side for Valley Sports Sun. Out tonight is Aiden Hill, leading the league in save percentage goals against. Logan Thompson, 10-5-3 record and 17 starts. Patera's making his fourth career start. And Isaiah Seville is recalled from the Henderson Silver Knights. He's made 4 starts. So that's where they are right now in Vegas. A little bit lean on the goaltending side, but as we said, there's so many elite offensive players and defensive players that shouldn't be an issue, honestly, for the Golden Knights. So it'll be Nick Waugh try to take this draw. This will go back to Zach Whitecloud. He will get this across the blue line. With 17 minutes left to go in the first, it'll be the Bolts with the puck. This will gain the red line. 4 shots to 3 right now as we're scoreless here at Amalie Arena. John here with you on the call. It's a solo one here for me today. As this is Paul Cotter. And across to the middle of the zone, and William Karlsson can't find it as this gets across the red now. Picked up here for Cotter. And Cotter now off the drop as this will send this. Here for the Golden Knights, it'll be Cotter one more time, and across the bolt, he'll fire it in the left side wall. Calvin DeHaan off the back skate will go ahead and drop this back to the defensive pair, and the Bolts will look to start again with Tyler Mott. Belay gets knocked off the puck near the right-hand side, trying to provide some support. Big crunch there. Michael Easemont and Glendening got a piece as the camera cut away, but 1-on-4, Alex Belay trying to make the play. We're getting them behind the net of Jiri Patera. And now the Golden Knights will push this one right to left, and now before it falls back to the Bolts. So Luke Glendening, already day-to-day, they're showing him on the camera side, slow to get up. He's on the bench now, though. Tyler Mott, as this gets played by Patera with the stick. Now Martinez will send this one down. Michael Amadio. You go in. Gibson's hybrid icing is won there by DeHaan. So this will be an offensive zone draw coming here for Tampa. So let's see what happened here with the Glendening. Cotter near the right side boards. Man, oh man, he almost got his face ran into by the referee, almost like a knee. The ref's trying to get out of the way. He's up there like Humpty Dumpty, and Glendening just smashes into the wall, and then one of the Golden Knights gets taken out. Right 5 minutes into this game. So Paul, go ahead and take this. Again, they said Glendening able to get his head out of the way from the knee contact from the referee. That could have been absolutely bad. Victor Hedman will get this one off the backhand. He'll go ahead and pull cue this thing to Nikita Kucherov. As this will be an opportunity now. And toward the right-hand dot pole, taking off the puck, trying to get a stick lift behind the cage. It'll be Hedman played out for a slap shot. Another rebound opportunity, bounces up high. This one goes wide near the right side red line. Brayden Point. Spin this one back around at 21 and a 20. That's Point and pull on that side. As it spin back around here, Patera will come way out of his goal crease near the left side red line and make the save. So they're showing Mikhail Sergachev, and man, he took a block shot on the back instep of the right foot. There is no padding there on that skate. He went down in a heap, and that's why he's day to day. So he didn't put a lot of weight on it in at all. So he's not playing now. But Victor Hedman, they draw him back in the lineup. So hopefully they can get Sergachev back soon, but that did not look good. As this is a day-to-day, and this is Chernak here for Hedman. Pinballed around the end boards, it'll be Chernak. They'll spin this one back across. Golden Knights will try to intercept Hagel out there as well with Stamkos and Cirelli. Nicely played in between the legs, Stone. And this will be Ben Hutton. And around the end boards here for Eric Chernak. Hutton forces the steal. Turnaround. Here's another shot. Big stop by Vasilevsky, as that was Golden Knights' best opportunity. It's a 2-1-2. The other way. Rush. Hagel turning and spinning. They'll leave this here for Stammer. And behind the forehand side, back pass here for Hagel. And between his legs, it'll be Radish. Now Hagel. Here's a slow shot. Cirelli tries to bat it out of the air, but it's Stammer. Back here for Hagel, and this one gets deflected. It'll be Radish. Settle this one back down now. Again, Darren Radish and Calvin DeHaan. I want to make sure I don't say Tyler, because I think I already did once. As this is sent in around the inboards here for Brayden McNabb. McNabb. We'll go ahead and pick this one up for Pavel Dorofeyev. And now this will fall back to the Bolts as this goes in across the red line now. And now the Golden Knights will collect. They'll try to go right to left. Again, I'm going to flip when we get to the commercial break just to see if there isn't a mark on my television or a mark on the feed nonetheless on that side of the glass. And if there's a smudge on the camera lens, it's really bothering me. As hey, we'll go ahead and pick this one up now. It's always something. Chandler Stephenson. Strong enough to get this in across the red line, but it knocked away by a couple Tampa sticks. And then go ahead and pick back in where Vass will go ahead and touch. As this goes in across the red line now, gets intercepted by Marchessault off the backhand, and Tampa will try to rush. It'll be an opportunity for Luke Glendening. Already got punished. He almost had his face inside the right side of the boards. As this is on the prowl, an opportunity for Michael Easemont as this gets knocked by a couple of Golden Knights and played in off the forehand side. Theodore and off the wall. Go ahead and collect it now. As this is a cross pass, Marchessault. Here's a rocket. Big save by Vasilevsky with the right pad. It's Tampa now can essentially take a breather. The forwards will take a change, and they'll look to break out now here for Radish. And the right side red line. Go ahead and gain a flip in right now. About 12:55 left to go in this first. This is battled around the end boards. Tampa got it, but they partially flubbed this in behind the cage as this is recollected here for Nick Waugh. Off the half spin, trying to get around Connor Sheary. And now on the left side. Slow down, shoot Connor. Huge rebound again. This will fall. The Golden Knights funnel it right at the neck. This one gets blocked. William Karlsson from a severe angle. As it's Radish now. Off the spin, Karlsson will pass it back to D. Pietrangelo, Martinez, settle it down. Here's a ripper. Karlsson goes off the end boards. It's still loose, and now the Bolts will go ahead and recollect. Tyler Mott will try to push this one downside. Alec Martinez now. Here for Nick Waugh. On the right side red line as they'll go ahead and recollect. It'll be Pietrangelo, Martinez. Flip this around the inboards. And now Stamkos will take a look. Is trying to get on a Hagel hit. It'll be Cirelli. Stamkos gives chase, but Golden Knights are there. They're going to try to go right to left. They've had a couple good chances. We're in the middle of the slot. Carrier off the rush. This puck will be collected by Cotter. Cotter now near the right wing side. It'll be cross pass. McNabb let it go through the traffic. Vasilevsky thought about playing it. He'll hold on instead. 11:40 left to go in this first. We're still scoreless. Come right back. So I have to look in between my side. Do I see anything on my screen? No, not even on my TV side. That is a different smudge in the camera lens, and that was really bothering me. So we're going to go ahead and try to move this to the Vegas feed on that side. We will have time before we get into the commercial side. So let's just go ahead and do that. Not going to miss this game for the life of me. We got to make sure that we get a feed that is clear of any kind of issues. So anyone following along today, I really appreciate it. We're going to bring back in the feed in a moment as we're done with this commercial break here. I will take in a couple minutes.
Christmas Day begins at noon and continues all day on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus.
Well, it's been a whirlwind of a 24 hours for Isaiah Seville. So we look at his resume for tonight's Amazon player profile. The 23-year-old drafted by Golden Knights in 2019. He's played 21 games with Henderson.
So I flipped on the Vegas feed. I wanted to get away from that smudge. They're profiling Isaiah Seville, 23-year-old in Anchorage, Alaska. The fifth-round pick on that. So for 2019, out of the University of Nebraska, Omaha, 29-22. Savannah Ghost Pirates, and now 21 games with Henderson, AHL, 13-6 record. So pretty cool on that side to be able to get that kind of look. We will see what happens here. As long as maybe out the back-to-back side, if the injuries continue, he might get an opportunity here eventually to go ahead and showcase what he can do. Again, he's only had about 4 appearances. So Steven Stamkos, this one is one back here by the Bolts. And they'll look to start again. Again, no smudge. It was that side of the Tampa screen. So we got the Vegas feed now. Again, 9 shots on goal to 5. We'll see how the way that this works, as this is Jack Eichel. And off the pass, looking for a little give and go, but it's intercepted. Anthony Cirelli off his off wing will give chase as it eludes Hagel. And now Stone. As this gets taken away, Hagel's got it. Now Cirelli will go ahead and push this one in. Stamkos will give chase for Pietrangelo. Somebody lost their lumber here. That is Alex, as this is an opportunity for the Bolts now, essentially playing a man down, fired at the net, picked up by Cirelli, and this will go to Hedman. Here for Chernak. Chernak patient, leave it back to Big Victor Hedman, number 77 with a slap pass, as this is just kept in by Chernak, but not by Hedman. And now about to get back to the Blue Bolt. It'll be Cirelli. That was a dangerous pass right in the middle of the slot, and this one will get picked up. Now we'll start in the neutral zone off the embankment. It'll be Pietrangelo. They try to slap this one ahead as Vegas was getting changes, and that'll be Nick Perbix. They'll go ahead and fire it in. This is recollected near the right side wall. This will be a bouncing puck up in the air. It goes in front of a couple of Golden Knights. They're still busy in their own end. Well, Carey got a spin and turn, but Bolts try to steal. They'll throw it right in the middle of the circles, and this will get intercepted. Now Vegas might be on the chase. Perbix with a nice backhanded pass as he was trying to loot a hit. Nikita Kucherov. There's a stretch as it's Brayden Point. Again, Point, Paul, and Kucherov on this first line now, so it looks a little bit different, but it scored 7 goals on that side against the St. Louis Blues. Absolutely dominated them. Here the left wing side is Michael Amadio as he gets stuck in the corner now, as it's 3 Golden Knights and 3 Bolts, as this is Paul trying to pry this one loose up late, and near the left side red line. We'll see who gets to it. This will go to D. Haig. We'll put this out high. Here's a chance. This goes near the left side post. About 9:35 left to go in the first round. And we're within a call between the Golden Knights and the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're scoreless just now. as this is sent in here for Kucherov. And now an opportunity for Paul. Flipped in for Nikita near the left side wall. Kucherov trying to use his body strength to keep this alive near the left side red line. This is put around the inboards now. Radish will turn and fire. This will get blocked, but it'll fall back to him across the blue line. Kucherov is still pinching. He's by himself, though, off a half pirouette. And he'll put this back around. Luke Glendening is mixed out there as well. Perbix near the right side wall. Tanner Jeannot. Again, it's just a mishmash of lines right now. Tanner Jeannot near the right side wall, trying to get around Dorofeyev. It'll be a race for the puck. The defensive end of the Bolts will be Hayden Fleury now against Dorofeyev. They'll leave it back to the defensive partner. And we'll start again for Nick Perbix. Perbix, somebody gets tripped on that side. McNabb, he's not going to get called for it, though. This will be the Bolts trying to pick this one up now from Michael Easemont. They'll gain the red line and fire it in. 8:35 left to go in this kind of sleepy first period, but that's okay right now. There's a couple chances for Vasilevsky. We've stopped off some rebounds, but other than that, not too much going on in this first. A little bit of a feeling out process against two pretty good teams. Chandler, Stephenson, McNabb into the traffic. Big rebound and a goal! That's what it takes. An innocent shot through traffic, and guess who it is again? Jonathan Marchessault. It was McNabb was the one that let it go. A big rebound from the left, bounces toward the right side post, and Marchessault right there finishes it off. He gets the easiest goal he's ever going to have. 8:20 left to go in this first, and that's as quickly as it happens. So let's take a look at it again. Cotter nicely off the one hand. McNabb fires, and it goes right to Marchessault off the carom near the right side post. And the Vegas Golden Knights score off the rebound. And it's a 1-0 first blood effort here. About 8:20 left to go in this first. So all it is a shot on net, but sometimes that's all you need. And Jonathan Marchessault with his 16th for number 81. 9 shots on goal to 6 in favor of the Golden Knights as well. Again, they mentioned this on the Dolly Sports Sun feed before it flipped over. These two teams have only met 5 times in this building. The Golden Knights have won 4 of them. So this is a matchup they definitely want to get against two really good teams, as we said, in opposite conferences in Vegas to show that they can do that. And again, from what we talked about for the goaltending situation for Patera, I'm not really worried on that end. I think he can do what he needs to be able to do with around the elite defense. It'll be up to the Bolts to be able to get chances. Blair Blay try to go ahead and pick this one up now for Connor Sheary. Fired up in that now. Stopped by Patera, as this will be put into the left side red line and now the right. Couple body contacts as one Carrier absorbs a hit. They collect it now for Blair Blay. Mott sets it up, and this goes near the left side dot wide. Couple stick chops now as Perbix will go ahead and spin, and this will be kept in here. Couple absorbs hits. The Golden Knights, and they will pick this one up now. They're 14-1-2 when scoring the first goal this season. And that's exactly where we want to be, 4-9-5 when allowing the first. They get a Script Sports feed for doing that, as this is a Jonathan Marchessault goal that gives the Golden Knights the lead. So Marchessault from McNabb and Stephenson were in the 7:10 mark of the first, as this is Mark Stone, the captaincy, will go ahead and fire it in. And near the left side, Eichel gives chase. There's a dangerous pass, but he will get it. Near the right side red line now, leave it here for the captain. See this be a flipping puck to the other one. And Steven Stamkos. Stammer now trying to get out of the zone. Here's Pietrangelo, slow down. Stutter step near the line, getting around an active stick check. And now he's pushed in toward the right side wall. Vegas had it for a moment, but it's Eric Chernak now. As this will go D to D. It'll be Stamkos now collecting the offensive end, make a drop pass toward the right side, fire it up and on a plate. 6:35 left to go in the opening frame. Let's take a break. Jonathan Marchessault has got the first goal of the game.
You have a business bank account that puts money now earning 5% APY. 5% APY. That's new. Yeah, QuickBooks gets your money work as hard as you do. That's how you business differently. It's with QuickBooks. What I feel in my heart during the Super Share Love event, it's just so rewarding. We believe in the love.
just our customers, but also our community.
And the Cirelli Love Fund is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all the Americans.
Right now, new Subaru and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity. Get 2.9% APR financing on the new 2024 Outback or the 2023 Subaru Share the Love Fund.
So at 11:40 marker, the first, again, the latest goal, Jonathan Marchessault, the only goal right now, from Brayden McNabb and Chandler Stephenson.
Try fast and always free drive-up at Target.
All right.
DLC 1000 to 94955 to enter. That is DLC 1000 to 94955. And we'll announce our winner in the third period tonight.
Some more Golden Knights fans. We've seen them in Carolina. I'm sure we'll see them Saturday. Florida, Sunrise.
So we got 6:35 left to go here in the opening frame. Jonathan Marchessault had scored at the 8:10 marker of the first, 11 points in his last 10 games, 7 goals and 4 assists for one of the longest tenured original misfit Golden Knights from the Florida Panthers. Again, Tampa Bay Lightning also had a chance to go ahead and get him, but they let him walk. He went to Vegas of the expansion draft and won a Stanley Cup. How about that? As this is sent in off the defensive zone draw. Tampa won it, but now this is a rush into the left-hand side door. Fayed gets canceled off the puck. Eric Chernak trying to provide some support to Kucherov. Gets it across the wall. This gets knocked away off the stick of Point. White Cloud, this will get funneled toward Point and get partially blocked. And now the Bolts might have an opportunity, but they got to find space to break out on a 3-on-3. There's no room right now. As White Cloud off the half spin. Kucherov trying to force a steal. But the Golden Knights, they're usually so good in their own end, and they keep it clean in front of their goaltender. And they make sure when there are rebounds, they're right there to funnel them away. That's what they do to be able to take it out of the zone. Teams will take changes, and near the players' bench now, but the defensive core won't. But I guess Tampa has to go back because they've iced it. 5:46 left to go in this first. 9 shots on goal to 6 in favor of the Golden Knights. So again, they're showing Paul Cotter. William Carrier, it looks like, on that side fishing yesterday in Old Tampa Bay on that. So pretty cool. I guess that's how he celebrated a birthday on that end, and then also a couple goals in the previous game that he was in there against Carolina. So that's how you do it. It was a loss on that end, but you can't blame him. Got two goals on that side. So defensive zone draw. Luke Glendening, former Dallas Star, former Lightning, Red Wing, all of that. Goes ahead and picks it in. He's back at the Lightning now, as this is Glendening. This will be chipped by Chandler Stephenson. We'll get to it first. And now Dorfea has it. Trying to get around Fleury as is picked up here for Hayden. And across the wall will be Michael Easemont. Now to the right wing side, we'll try to chip and chase this thing to Luke Glendening. Hutton in on the cancel there. Glendening is trying to find this as it's Dorfea. Back way in his own end now. He'll get around Tanner Jeannot, Chandler Stephenson. Try to take a chase off a one-on-one, the former Washington Capital, but the stick lift knocks it away from him and Radish. And Radish will spin this one back up for Nick Perbix. 5-minute mark left to go in this first. It's a 1-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Marchessault goal. That's the only one. Radish, big bomb! And this one is stopped. That one is at 91 miles an hour. And Patera says no. Closes the 5-hole. That was right in the middle of the neutral zone, crossing in. So McNabb has it. We'll let everyone else take changes for Bruce Cassidy's squad. And we'll start again as the doors open. And this is sent in here. Easemont back in his own end. We'll put this in across the right side red line. Cirelli. Here's a chance. Hagel. This one stopped 5-hole as well. Right in the, just in the high slot. Let that one go, but it's canceled off. White Cloud. He'll pin his man against the wall. Nick Waugh trying to provide support. This is turned over to Stamkos. Wrong guy to give it to. And a hopeful pass in the middle. Picked up. Slap shot goes high. Bounces off some bodies. And now a bank in off the wall. Chernak there trying to locate it. It's stuck in between his legs. He can't find space. And this is and across the blue line. Is this kept in by the Golden Knights? Yes, it is. Paul Cotter will fire it in. Bass will go ahead and play it. Spun around the net now away from Radish. It's Hagel. He can't get it out right now. And Cirelli will just push it forward. Nick Waugh going ahead to go provide support. You can put him on the third line, fourth line, second line, whatever you want to do for Nicolas between the wing or the center spot. He is somebody that's always accountable. William Karlsson will send this back to the defensive side for Alex Pietrangelo. He gets poked away in the neutral zone. Stammer trying to stay on sides. They can't do it. And this will fall back here for Paul. He's going to provide some support. It's Point now into the right side. Down at the spin off his forehand. Leave it back to D. It's Chernak. Pinballs this thing. Victor Hedman now pushes around the inboards for Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov with a hopeful pass, but it's intercepted by the captain, Sean Stone. Kuch will go ahead and pick it back up as Hedman partially blows a tire but gets back on his feet. But this will allow the Golden Knights to clear this one in. Eichel trying to race near the right side wall. Good drop pass. What a cross and what a beautiful goal! It's 2-0 and Ivan Barbashev, and it was set up by Eichel. Man, oh man, what a goal that was. It looked innocent there for a moment. Hedman fell down. It allowed Eichel to pick it up near the right side wall. He's partially pinned. And then the cross pass sets up Ivan Barbashev. No chance for Andre Vasilevsky to make the save. He's wide open on the back door near the left side dot. Eichel with the pass, sent across to Barbashev there. Man, oh man, that is a beautiful goal and a 2-0 lead for the Golden Knights. It doesn't get much better than that as Vegas takes a 2-0 lead. So again, when we said in the open, I'm not worried about Yuri Patera in the slightest. You still got to take the Vegas press, and now Tampa's up against it. This kind of looks like the reverse role that we called last week. And when I thought Edmonton would be out in front, but it was Tampa, and then there might be a big rush for the second, maybe the third, we'll see. But right now, Tampa is taking a couple uppercuts, and they need to answer, but down 2-0. Cross pass. Belay near the right wing side. This will get blocked. This will be an opportunity for Connor Sheary as this goes near the wall. Now an opportunity for Will Carrier to be able to send this one in. He'll get it here. Howden driving at the net. Diving shot block, and one of the bolts knocks it away as they can't get out of the zone just yet. They'll have to circumvent and recollect themselves. They'll gain it across the red line and fire it in. Maybe didn't gain the red line. They'll maybe get it offsides. 2:05 left to go in this first. We got one more commercial break before the end of the period. We will take it now. But Ivan Barbashev, man, oh man, they're showing in. Maybe not. I'm going to stick here just in case. They cut away from all the stuff on the Vegas side. I think they believe that there's going to be one, but I'm going to stay here nonetheless. Ivan Barbashev, they showed him. Luke Glendening will take the draw. And this will be collected into the neutral zone now as Howden will fire it in alongside with the help of Hay. Big Cat will go ahead and touch. We got a $1.50 left to go in this first. Second goal, Ivan Barbashev. It's Marchessault and Barbashev with the tallies as VGK out in front 2-0 of the Bolts. As this is near the right side wall, players will be come together and dump this one in. Marchessault has to absorb a hit. He's got the opening goal of the game. Radish not leaving him alone right now. Michael Esamon trying to get this out of his own zone. And this will be a race here for the Lightning. Good cut in as this is knocked away. Tanner Jeannot gets knocked off the puck with a reverse hit. But it'll be Esamon. Esamon take it back to D. Radish holding, waiting for his spot. Fired at the net. Stop at Patera. Another rebound. Closes the 5-hole a couple times. Tanner Jeannot was trying to stuff it in. And now we get some pushing and shoving here. But nothing comes of it right now. So we will take a break right now, and we're getting close to the end of one. VGK up by a pair.
That's advanced robotics. Come on, you can tell. Generated somehow. Meta learning. That's a thing, right? Bots, I think. So are these guys for real? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Estaremos ahí por si le pasa algo a tu auto en este día especial.
Mamá, parece que tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, le mando un texto a mi agente. Tranquilo. State Farm estará ahí las 24 horas si lo necesita.
24 horas. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Como siempre! Ahora con el plan de salud, State Farm está ahí. Llama para obtener una cotización hoy.
Golden Knights Hockey on Sports. It is sponsored by Palms Casino Resort and Yalomar Resort and Casino. By Jack in the Box and Jack's best-selling Ultimate Cheeseburger. And by your Southern Nevada Toyota dealers, Toyota. Let's go places. From Tampa tonight, and the Golden Knights with a good first period. Lead the Lightning 2-0. On goals from Jonathan Marchessault and Ivan Barbashev. And Eric Patera 9 for 9 so far.
And a couple of big ones right at that break. Pressure in front, traffic, Jeannot.
So Anthony Cirelli going to try to win a offensive zone draw here for the Bolts. They need something right now. Vegas, a couple of salvos that were fired. That's why they got a 2-0 lead. 1:10 left to go in this first frame. As it's Hedman, this will be sticked away and picked up now for Victor and across for Nick Perbix. So made an opportunity to mix some lines for Jon Cooper's squad. Almost misplayed by Patera. I'll put this back around the inboards now, but there's Vegas. Again, just trying to make sure that they're all over this puck and keep it clean in front of their goaltender. Here's a long flip. This will get out to the neutral zone 100 feet. Hedman will shovel it down and across the red. And Tampa will charge here with Brandon Hagel. And around a couple of hits as this gets near the right side wall for Nick Waugh. Here's a turnover here. Stamkos, he got nudged off the puck. And this will be picked back up now, as this will be Chernak. We'll send this one across. He's back out there with Victor. Victor might just end the rest of this first. Zach Whiteclawed for Nick Hague has used the right side wall. Chernak off the bump will dispossess Vegas of the puck. Made an opportunity now to go ahead and recollect with Calvin DeHaan. 15 seconds left to go in this first. Time for one more rush. If Tampa can get this, takes a bouncing puck right in the middle of the slot off the backhanded pass. It'll be Point. He plays it to nobody. Down to 5 seconds as this will bounce up to the Bolts. And Vegas takes a 2-0 lead into the dressing room. They're out shooting Tampa 10-9. But most importantly, the 2 goals here for Marchessault and Barbashev. Those are the ones that matter right now. After one, it's 2-0. We come back. We'll call the second period. Stay tuned.
That made it 2-0 for the BTK after one.
Now looking to bounce back, and they certainly did. They looked fresh, good jump in their legs. They were checking the right way, and they got the offense they need for a real solid first 20 as they have the 2-0 lead.
Now the Golden Knights able to respond here in the opening period tonight. Coming up on the Jack in the Box intermission report. Ashley visits with Ivan Barbashev, another goal tonight, 4 goals in his last 5 games. Terry Wallace comes by the booth for Wallace in order, and then Darren and Derek take you through everything you need to know from the first period of this game. And the Golden Knights looking to pull even on this 3-game roadie, and out to a good start on goals from Marchessault and Barbashev in the first. It's 2-0 Vegas.
Estaremos ahí por si te pasa algo con este día especial.
Mamá, para eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Sí.
We'll take a look as I'm going to type some stuff in here. If there's anything that is being played right now, they're all at the end of the first. The only other game that is live is the Oilers and the Devils. So we will go ahead and take a look at that on the ESPN Hockey Night side.
Connor McCabe off the glass and out. Looking to the plate is just the rack. Out of step. And they're going to come up with Bouchard is into the glass. That's how quickly the Oilers can bring back the other way. McDavid feathers it through for Nugent Hopkins. He finds Hyman. Hyman lets it go. And the save by Shea throws it up. Head coach of the Edmonton Oilers is Chris Knobloch. He replaced Jay Woodcroft on November the 12th. And since that point, the Oilers have got 10-6, which is good. But under non-lock play, they've got the most goals, the most shots on goal per game, number 2 power play, number 4 penalty killing. And all that time, you think they'd be better than just 10-6 next man.
Well, they got left out by the goaltender a couple of times. It's been an issue for them. But Knobloch said when he took over, if they can go 5-3 in every 8-game segment, they'll have enough points to make it.
Quick shot. Bouchard just cut it a little too fine. Dynamic offense, defenseman, Evan Bouchard of the Oilers.
Just to finish that thought, they've got a 5-3 in both of the 8-game segments.
That's not asking for a lot when you have this kind of tremendous talent like the Oilers have. And just like that, it's 2-0 Edmonton.
The Oilers through the season have scored a lot in the first period. They jump out here with 2 goals in the first 5.5 minutes. Brian Nugent-Hopkins, who was pretty quiet the other night, keeps it playing by with one-handed pull. He keeps it alive to the game. The shot goes to the front of the net. And as you're going to see, watch Nugent-Hopkins 93. He gets to the front of the net. Kevin Paul's all of a sudden got 2 players to deal with. That's John Marino, number 6, coming back. Marino's in the corner. That's him. Oh, yeah. That's your guy, 93, who just punched it into the back of the net. Nugent-Hopkins makes it 2-0.
Exactly 5 minutes after the first goal was scored by the Oilers, I thought Lenny Rupp might be taking a timeout. He did something else. Goalie change. Goalie change comes 5:22 into the hockey game. Pietrangelo. Thought he was getting the night off. Not the case. Looks like he'll go the bulk of the way now. The Devils already trailing 2-0.
When you start a goal for the Devils, it's like when a Major League Baseball pitcher who doesn't get very far in the starter's role, bullpen's ready. I don't know how comfortable either of them are. Vanacek, this is a tough spot for him to come in. Down 2-0, 6 minutes in.
Vanacek lost on Tuesday night. Stopped 23 of 26 in the loss to the Flyers. Devils appear to be in pretty good control of that game throughout it. A couple of leads. Flyers kept coming back from the huge turnover. That's the Philadelphia goal.
All right.
Tough loss. Devils also not been good at home. Here's a shot. Cody CC right.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the first period reset here on this side. So at 11:40 marker, it's a shot from McNabb at the point, and it created a huge rebound for Vasilevsky near the right post. Marchessault scored right off the rebound. Ivan Barbashev, it was a great play. As Eichel was pinned against the boards, he was able to set it up off the cross pass. It was Stone that found it, right to left, and finished up near the top left part of the bar. Barbashev puts it home, a 2-0 lead for the Vegas Golden Knights after 1 period of play. I'll go ahead and mark the time of that goal as well. That is at 16:58. Make sure I have that in my notes. So let's just reset one other thing too. So shots on goal are 10-9 in favor of VGK. Hits are 8-7 as well for Vegas, and faceoffs 8-7 for Tampa. Again, some of the numbers and everything else look close, but the play on the ice that I'm seeing right now is not. It looks like a typical Vegas dominance on that side. Again, Tampa is a really good squad. I know that they're going to get some pushback. Hey, I was a little incorrect for the last week's side to think about how under siege the Edmonton Oilers had pushed them for that 8-game supposed win streak. But it didn't work out on that end for Edmonton. And maybe the same thing for Vegas, but Vegas is a whole different caliber of animal. I'll be back in about 5 seconds, and then we will reset scoreboard around the league.
Dad, we got this.
Yeah.
But you got something.
We got this. We got this.
Life is for living.
We got this.
Let's partner for all of it. Edward Jones.
put this feedback on this side because everything else is in the middle of the first intermission. We have the early game here. It's a loaded scoreboard. Bill will give you those updates nonetheless. We'll go back to the Lightning side and see if they fixed their camera smear into the right side boards. Whatever camera they were using on that lens, it was a little bit inconspicuous. So hopefully they fixed that. I'll flip that back across. So we will try this again. Let's look at the NHL scoreboard. Look at the out-of-town side of it. Again, just a solo call for me today. It's probably going to be that way for a little while because next week we'll be doing the World Juniors on that end. I think that's going to start as soon as, let me make sure, because Monday's the Christmas side. So Tuesday we'll begin the World Juniors for me. I don't think I'll be available on Christmas Eve, but World Juniors will be Tuesday, and that's when we'll get started. Most of those games run from 6:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm probably looking at the Monday side or Tuesday side, I should say, for 11 o'clock to 1:30. That's where I will probably be in those games. I'll try to profile as much as I can United States, Canada, Sweden, and Czechia, and then we'll see what else happens through the rest of the squads. But the out-of-town scoreboard, that's been pretty busy. And the Sabres have a 3-2 lead over the Leafs. Again, there's some goaltending concerns because of the issues from that's been there. Devin Levi and Ilya Samsonov. Samsonov has been pretty, man, do I want to use the word awful? I'm thinking of another A word, average, on that side, leaning toward that side, but not very good. Jordan Greenway, Owen Power, and Jeff Skinner have the goals, as Buffalo has a 3-2 lead. On the other side, Austin Matthews with his 26th already, and Max Domi with his third on the power play from Morgan Riley and Timothy Liljegren. Devin Levi has stopped 8 of 10 on that end, and Ilya Samsonov 10 of 13. All of these are after one. The Blues and Panthers are scoreless. The Flyers and the Preds, two teams that have been very hot lately, underrated matchup. On this side, probably one I could have done, probably one I'll need to do one more of. So Morgan Frost gets his fourth from Bobby Brink, and Owen Tippett is the lone goal for the Flyers. Harrison's made 9 of 9 saves, and Yusei Saros stops 12 of 13 as Nashville trails 1-0. Same thing between the Pens and the Hurricanes. Pens have the lead on this side. We'll take a look. It's Sidney Crosby with his 19th. From Ricard Raquel and Jake Getzel, Alex Nedeljkovic only had to make 4 saves. And then Peter Kochetkov, 4 out of 5. So not a lot of shots on goal on this side so far. Caps have a 1-0 lead of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Anthony Mantha gets his 8th from Ovi and Karlsson. Elvis Merzlikins stops 9 out of 10. And Charlie Lindgren gets the start. There for Darcy Kemper off the back-to-back. 7 out of 7 for Charlie. As the Caps have a 1-0 lead. Again, Ovechkin still only has 5 on the season. And the Caps are 16-9-4. Who would have thought that? I certainly wouldn't have. And the Oilers, they're in halfway through the first, it looks like. It's a 2-0 lead for the Oils. RNH and Ryan McLeod with the goals. Two Ryans. For Matthias Ekholm, Connor McDavid, and Sam Gagner get the assist. Vitek Vanacek has stopped 1 out of 1. Akira Schmid 4 out of 6. I think Schmid just got injured and was pulled because when I just flipped it, Schmid made the previous save. So hopefully he is okay. Nothing too serious. Calvin Pickard stops 4 out of 4. Yet to get underway. Again, about 15 minutes from the Canucks and the Stars that win at American Airlines Arena. That's a really good matchup on that side. The Canucks are 22-9-2. The Stars are 18-8-4. That's one to watch for tonight. The Canadiens and the Wild, that's at 8 p.m., another 15 minutes later. The Sens and the Avalanche. The Sens, again, you could say free fall mode, and I won't blame you on that side. They are 11-16. They have so many more games to make up, though, but they got to get going quickly, and the games they have to make up. Here's the problem. They kind of have to win them all. So they're playing at Ball Arena, Sens and Avalanche. And the late games, Flames and Ducks, Flames are at the Honda Center. They've been up and down this year, but I like the fight that we've saw from all the games that we've done. And the Coyotes and the Sharks. Sharks are 9-20-3 after starting 0-10-1. They've been okay on that side. The Coyotes, they've sustained some injuries there with Hayden and a couple others. Still 16-13-2. For any of those that laughed, I wasn't smart enough. The hockey guy, Shannon, was. But for any ones that laughed that said the Coyotes could play above 500 hockey, well, who's laughing now? Because they're still doing that. We're almost at the Christmas break. I'm going to take a short break, and then we will call the second period of action. The Vegas Golden Knights have a 2-0 lead. It's Marchessault and Barbashev with the tallies.
Si pasa algo, me manda un texto a mi agente. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
O como buen vecino, State Farm es la solución para obtener una cotización hoy. When my patients experience very dry skin, I recommend La Roche-Posay Litter Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. La Roche-Posay Litter Body Cream provides 48-hour hydration and helps repair the skin barrier. Suitable for ages 2 weeks to 100 years old. La Roche-Posay, recommended by 90,000 dermatologists worldwide.
I present to you the girl with the glove box. I'll take that. Please, get that box. Hey, everyone, get down. Here he is, buddy. Get him. View from Frost Red. Everybody in every box. The Curry Frost Box. Look at you. Forced to be reckoned with. No, not you, State Farm. Not you. You have a business bank account with QuickBooks Money, now earning 5% APY.
Did you say 5% APY?
5% APY? That's new. Yep, QuickBooks makes your money work as hard as you do. That's how your business differently. Into it QuickBooks. Hey, little brother, make this December one to remember. Happy holidays from Lexus.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
BMW has got Marchessault. One score for the Vegas Golden Knights so far tonight as the Great Stanley Cup champs open up a 2-0 lead through 20 minutes. Here at LA Arena, Dave Brand, our faculty, along with Ron Eichel, who's between the benches tonight. So, as Dave Amberchuck was pointing out, a lot of zone time for the Lightning, but they are down by 2. What did you see that caught your eye in that opening play?
Well, I agree with Dave. There was a lot of good things that the Lightning did. They made 2 bad mistakes, and both of them ended up in the back of the net. You're playing against a team that plays with a lot of high efficiency. So you got to look at the play in front of both nets. Your own net and the offensive zone. Brayden Point, get some positioning. You got to get good position there. You got to move around a little bit, keep your stick free. When you get chances there, you got to balance for pucks. I thought they had that. They moved the puck from high to low. There's some good extra effort there in the crease area. That's always important. In front of your own net, there's some great work there by Cirelli. That saved the goal, I think. Just good hard work.
Nice job by Johan stringing that play out so he could get help on coverage away from the puck. Again, battling in front, getting position. You have to tie a guy's stick up. You have to have body position, but you have to fight. You have to fight for the space. A bit of a mistake there. Mikey Eichel could have helped out better there. More quickly, because it was a 2-on-1 down low for Radish, and there's not much he can do on it. So for Victor Hedman and the guys on the back end, it's battle level for sure, but they are going to need some help. That positioning in front of the net and just that smash mouth hockey. And there, you can tell that both teams are a little angry at each other, and that's good. The 4 key stats speak for themselves. There's the ozone possession time for the Lightning.
So we're going to get set to start the second period. The shots are 10-9, as we said. Slot shots 5-3 in favor of EGK. High danger chances 3-2. Ozone time for Tampa 9:15 to 5:43, and the ozone possession time 2:06 to 1:19. So Tampa's had the puck, but they've not been able to get in the danger areas. And when they've had it a couple times, they've turned it over and then allowed a couple of really, really good-looking goals for the Golden Knights to be able to be finished off. So 2-0 as we head into the second period. VGK has got the lead. The Bolts are in Amalie Arena. I'm Jeannot, your play-by-play man. A little bit of solo call here for me today. It's Vasilevsky against your Patera on the other side because Aiden Hill, same thing. Logan Thompson, both day-to-day. Again, Robin Leonard with the double hip surgery. Talk about that on the IR with the snake farm and all that stuff too. Probably want to make sure that he stays on the IR so then that way they don't go above the cap. So it'll be Stammer and on the draw against Eichel. So one assistant captain against the captaincy. Mark Stone is assistant to the captaincy for the Vegas Golden Knights. This one is fired in. Immediately, this will bounce off the stick of Hagel going up and out of play. So we'll have to start this again. They put the shots on goal down. It was an edge here on that side for Vegas. That's on the Tampa side, and officially, you always kind of take the home team stats. That's what I'm told. Dave Randolph and Brian Lindblom on the Valley Sports Sun feed. That's what I got back here. We'll see if we're going to get rid of that spot that was on the screen. And I just prefer the Valley Sports side because I have all the stats and everything in front of me. And Stamkos has 6-6 and 12 points in 11 games against Vegas. Vasilevsky. We'll go ahead and pinball this thing around the right side board. Stone has to spin and turn, and now Anthony Cirelli a little bit by his lonesome. It'll be Hagel off the drop as we'll go ahead and recollect. Try to leave this here for Stamkos. Eichel going to go ahead and give chase as this is knocked away. Maybe an opportunity here for Stone. And across the neutral zone, Barbashev trying to pick this up with the left hand on the forehand side. Now Cirelli, Hagel off the rush. It's 2-on-3. Here's a back pass for Fleury. Instead fired at the net. And this one will get blocked before it ever hit Patera. As it goes near the right sideline now, Barbashev. Hit this up the backhand at Pietrangelo. Now near the right-hand dot. He'll take a shot that gets partially deflected off the stick shaft of Vasilevsky as this goes near the left side red line. Spin and turn together as Howard. I'll take a look. Here's a shot. This one goes off the right side glass. White Cloud. He gets pinned against the boards now, I believe, by Tanner Jeannot as he's trying to go ahead and relocate this thing. White Cloud trying to find it as well. Amadio will spin. Let's get knocked away from him. Cotter as this is a host of Golden Knights and across the blue line just trying to find space and find the puck. And this will be sent in. This will bounce off of Kucherov. And right back to the Vegas Golden Knights. They'll be going left to right here in the second period. They have a 2-0 lead. A clearing attempt bounces off of Vasilevsky's stick, and this is badly turned over by the netminder. As it's Howden, here's a ripper. Big rebound, and this takes out one of the Golden Knights, and Tampa Bay is going to go to the box. So Fleury is going to go to the box. You got a piece of Will Carrier. Looks like it might be a high stick or some kind of trip there, but Carrier is real slow to get up. It looked like he was kind of turning the left side of his body. It was aching a little bit on that end. Try to see if I can get another look at it. So Carrier, this is a one-timer. Yeah, he got a stick stuck in Will Carrier and hit him down pretty hard to the ice. I mean, it wasn't anything Hayden Fleury meant to do, but he did get a piece of that on the instep. And, yeah, he fell hard on the side. So hopefully Will Carrier is okay. He couldn't brace himself, man. He fell hard on that left side. That rattled the bones. That rattled my bones. So this will be an opportunity here for Vegas. Eichel almost kissed the left side post with a wrister at 81. As this is Pietrangelo back for Jack near the right-hand side. The righty has it, number 9. Try to get this one. right in behind the right side post for William Karlsson, who's had a really good season. He kind of looks like the first-year original misfit the way he's been rolling. Eichel, still patient, stick handling. He's observing near the right-hand dot, but he's not going anywhere right now. Eichel still with it. Here's a try to jam in for Karlsson near the right post, and this is brushed away by Vass. There's a sauce for Karlsson to Eichel in that same spot. Eichel will find it in the high slot. It's Pietrangelo now. Back to Jack. Jack still working near the right dot. Backhanded feed attempt. This will flutter. There's a touch pass, and Eichel can't find the carom. He could have stuffed that in and made it 3-0. Pietrangelo. Good play. Stone set up here. Eichel. This one gets picked off, but this will go to VGK first. Nice pirouette by Marchessault. Drop between the legs for Stone. Eichel walking in, firing with a nasty-looking wrist shot. This one gets saved as it's Marchessault near the left wall. Marchessault spin around for Eichel. Man, this puck possession has been beautiful here. Eichel near the right side dot. Surveying, high wrist shot. That was an accurate one there, as this is picked up now for Vegas. They've had this puck the whole time in the zone. Pietrangelo, Marchessault, one touch, high slot, Eichel. Leave it here for Pietrangelo, former St. Louis Blues captain. Back to Jack in the same spot, high slot, Stone. Jack now near the right side dot. He fires through the traffic. It's saved by Vasilevsky. That was a surgical-looking power play, and they still have 18 seconds left to work with right now. They did not allow Tampa to even touch this puck or do much on that side. And again, for my feed on that end, it looks like they cleared the smudge. So again, I wasn't the only one that had to deal with it. So it's an opportunity now for Vegas Golden Knights and another offensive draw as Jack Eichel looks on. Again, nothing to be upset about on that side. He did it well. 15 goals, 22 assists in 34 games. Again, I think he's a low-key superstar. I don't know if everyone's going to rate him that way, but I certainly will. If you take Jack Eichel lightly, he can make you look like a complete fool. And if it wasn't for Connor McDavid on that side of it, you could understand why Jack Eichel was drafted second. He'd probably be first in most draft years. As the same thing now, Hutton. Wall, cross pass, and this will just touch the stick of Hagel. Hutton now will go ahead and pick this one back up as we'll send it back in the high slot. Vegas' power play gets turned away, but not for the lack of trying. Chandler, Stephenson try to find Waugh. As this will go now along there, Nick Waugh will go ahead and recollect as Radish was bothering him. Hayden Fleury as well. This is still with Vegas. Here's a wrist shot. And this is swallowed up by the big cat. We'll hold on. 15:53 left to go in the second. The puck possession has been wonderful in this second period for the Golden Knights. I kind of thought that first period was a little sleepy, and yet a couple counterattacks off of some Tampa turnovers turned out to be goals. But this period right now so far, and I know the power play does help, but this so far right now looks like complete domination for the Golden Knights the way that this has been. So Tampa's going to have to find their legs and find some footing if they want to be able to get back into this game. They're only down a pair. It seems like a lot more, though, the way the game's being played. So Glendening waved out. Tanner Jeannot's got to take it again. He couldn't win it last time, and we'll see if they wave out anyone else. So take Hagel out now. So already two wave outs. It's Amadio against Jeannot. Who does this favor? That goes to Michael Amadio, as this is picked up now off a couple of chops and a bounce. It gets away from Perbix. Will Carrier try to locate it again? Carrier had 2 goals in his last game. It's Carolina that lost. Vegas got bludgeoned. This will be a race for the puck, and this is canceled off. Glendening tries to go ahead and find it. Yuri Patera on the butterfly near the right side post. Again, Vancouver and Dallas has just dropped the puck. About 19:10 left to go in that first set of American Airlines. It's going to be an excellent matchup. 15:20. Fleury will hit this. This gets to the lucky fan that has a Vasilevsky jersey up and out of play. 15-12 is the shots on goal. VGK up 2-0, courtesy of Jonathan Marchessault and Ivan Barbashev. Next game for Tampa will be against Ovi. That'll be on Saturday at 6:30. Again, they're showing all of his highlights, but you got to show all the old ones because he's only got 5 goals on the season right now. But yet, the Washington Capitals are in a spot that I really didn't expect them to be. They're doing really well in the Metro right now because Peter Laviolette and company, I shouldn't say Laviolette, I should say Spencer Carberry on that side. They've got themselves playing a good defensive team, good defensive scheme on that side, and they've done well. Again, they've all just really tire you out and make sure that if they only need one goal, they're going to hold that goal in there and make sure you don't get anything. That's the way Washington's playing. Heck of a lot different than anything we've ever seen in the Ovechkin era. I know Ovechkin's probably closer to on his way out, but the way that they got their team playing is really incredible. Eichel now will cut in the middle of the circle, so drop off. And man, he tried to set up Pietrangelo there. And if that didn't get tipped by a stick, that would have easily been a goal. Hayden Fleury, I think, stopped one there. 15:06, Jack Eichel looked rock solid there in the middle of the circles, and he funneled a sauce of a feed there from Pietrangelo. And if he didn't get a stick shaft on, I think Pietrangelo had a backdoor goal. It would have been a 3-0 lead. So speaking of Washington, we're just talking about they got a 1-0 lead again. The Anthony Mantha goals in lone tally. Philadelphia has taken the lead 2-1. And Buffalo now has a 4-2 lead over Toronto. We'll give you the complete reset when we get to the second intermission. Eichel wins it clean. Stick chop as this hits Stone, but this will pick up now Eichel near the right side wall. Here's a chance. This will get funneled wide. Vasilevsky will take a look at it near the left side post, and Anthony Cirelli goes in and ship this off the backhand. And now Martinez tries to locate, but it's Pietrangelo. This really looks like a lock and key effort right now for the Vegas Golden Knights. I know it's business as usual, but again, for me, nothing less impressive from what we've seen right now for Vegas. I mean, this is just hammered down right now, and we'll see if Tampa can find it. They're getting close to the halfway marker through intermission, and they really haven't had any answers. Stone, Karlsson will go ahead and flip it in across the red line, be stopped by the cat as this is picked up. Bad turnover, and that was almost between a 2-on-0 there, but a late arriving stick knocks it away. Zach Whitecloud will send this across D to D. Couple hits. It's wild, big battle in front of the net as Waugh got hit. Karlsson did as well. Vasilevsky stops it, and Karlsson tries to keep it in, but it'll be big Victor Hedman to go back and spin and recollect. And across the wall now, Nick Hague have to spin and turn left to right. VGK wants to go. Again, they are in the road whites with the black pants and the gold, red, and white striping on the jersey. The Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at Amalie Arena in the all blues with the white striping and the white bolt down the middle as it's walked. And across the wall, Carrier gets sandwiched. 13:30 left to go in this third. Paul Cotter up against the wall against Perbix. Here's a funneled pass in front, intercepted by Point. It's Kucherov. He's been very silent in this game. He's trying to find Paul. Hedman can't hold the line. 13:20 left in the middle stanza. Still 2-0 for Vegas.
Get the perfect holiday gifts for hockey fans on your list at NHLShop.com. The world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and more. All the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special holiday offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
Estaremos ahí por si le pasa algo a su auto en este día especial.
Mamá, por eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, le mando un texto a mi agente. Tranquilos. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
24 horas. Hoy, como buen vecino, State Farm está ahí. Llama para obtener una cotización hoy.
Hockey seems to be good in the NHL. Ravish has got both, but he got surprised on his last shift out. And Vegas played with a lot of hockey sense. They know what the Lightning structure is because Victor Hedman was in the corner. So they know the odds are that Ravish is going to want to come out and make a pass to Victor Hedman. He was surprised by the quick attack around the back of the net. And because of that, there was a turnover that ended up being a scoring chance for Vegas. So Vegas using some
How do you look at tape? I guess the best way to knowing what their structure is, knowing what Radish and what their defense want to do, then using hockey sets.
So they're profiling Darren Radish right now. 34 games, 9 assists, 18-20 of ice time here. 13-20 left to go in the second. Shots on goal are 17-12 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Again, as this feed continues to move, and I hope that you don't hear any barking on that side for the Pekingese dog on that end, but it's an early stream for me, so what can you do? As this is sent in around now for McNabb. Plays this off the backhand now, Marchessault. We'll go ahead and find it. This will be bounced up into the air. As this will be recollected here for Luke Lendening, fourth line side for Jon Cooper's squad. As this is blocked, another rebound. This one goes high off Patera, and he makes the glove save. As this will be rushed off a chip and chase. It'll be an opportunity now for Radish. He made a nice play under duress, and now Tampa might be able to take this one right to left. 2-0 is still the score line here. Vegas out in front of the Bolts. This will be an opportunity for Hahn. Go ahead and take the timeout of Century behind his net. Let the forwards take a change as Michael Eissaman will go ahead and fire it in. Yuri Patera will stop it in behind the net. And now this will be an opportunity for Vegas to put this around the end boards. Tampa will find it and chip it back in as Brayden McNabb will throw it out off of a flipping pass. This goes on the player's bench, so no penalty. 12-19 left to go in the middle stanza. We will do this again. So McNabb, he had to get around a double hit of Jeannot, and Eissaman still strong enough to clear that puck out before he took a tumble. Really, there was nothing else he could do there. He kind of ran into a runaway train. And then a little nice give and go set up here for the Bolts, and that went off the high blocker of Patera. Jeannot has 6 goals and 6 assists in 34 games. Again, Alec Nava and I talked about it, Cooper Hopkins and I talked about it, the amount of collateral that was given up to acquire Tanner Jeannot. It was baffling, honestly, at this side, but still, you get somebody like Hagel, I like it. Tanner Jeannot, 12 points in 34 games when you give up about 5 different picks, I don't know. As this one almost goes off the bar from Belay, and now it's Mott. Put this off the backhand side as Hedman trying to pinch, and this is relocated for Vegas. They're going to be going left to right here near the right side, and this is stopped by Vasilevsky. He's holding on to the left post, but it's still loose. It'll be Nick Perbix. Perbix now. And Mott will go ahead and dump this one in. Belay tries to finish his check. Mott as well. Belay might get this one as this will go back to D. Be an opportunity for Chernak. And Hedman will whistle this thing way wide. Chernak off the pinch. It looked like he knew he was playing the carry the whole way. Sent back around. Hedman with a rocket. Scores! Off the tip, it's Belay. And the Lightning are only down 1. 6th goal of the season for Alex Belay. And right off the tip from Hedman, he just rushed the net. I think he got the bottom shaft of the stick on it, got it past Patera, and the Lightning are within a goal. It's the first goal of the second period. Connor Shea plays it off the wall. This is a bouncing puck. Wow, what a deflection. This was behind the left pad of Belay. No chance for Patera. He's way out of position. That's a nice looking goal there. And he got a piece of that just before it would have hit the backside of the mesh and not have counted. But he got it. His 6th goal of the season. He's got as many as Tanner Jeannot. And this one's fired in. It's a 1-goal game again, and it fired up to the Tampa crowd. Kind of fired me up as well, as this one is near the right wing side. Hedman will play this off the chip. And now Cirelli has it. Cirelli will drop it here for Fleury. Fleury into the screen. This one gets blocked. Got to be careful about a rush the other way. Hayden trying to get on his jets. Get around the captaincy of Mark Stone. It'll be an opportunity for Chernak as this will bounce in between the Bolts. A diving play. Settled down by Stone. Off the backhand now. Got to be careful with him. It's Hedman and Shea get the assist from the Belay goal at 8:25. 10:45 left to go in the second. It's a 1-goal game now. This is sent across by Fleury and given back for the defensive partner. And we'll see if they can do it again. Nick Perbix usually will be out there with him on this side from what I see right now. And this is sent in. This goes off of Stamkos. Had been trying to get chased now near the left wing side. We'll see if this goal will give Tampa any more life. Again, they're only down 1. against a very, very good defending Stanley Cup champion, Vegas Golden Knights. They've been playing well from the get-go. Again, second period goal differential this season, Tampa now -5, Vegas +15 in real time as that one is sent in. Vasilevsky will go ahead and knock it down. We've hit the halfway marker of this contest. Victor Hedman. Now for Nick Paul. Number 20's got it. Try to leave it here for Kucherov. Again, Jon Cooper has mixed that line since they've scored 7 on that side the other day against the St. Louis Blues. Try to see if they can leave that same type of luxury and support in this game against Vegas. A whole different animal. Perbix. Send this one in deep. Kucherov one-timer. Paul fans on it. But man, that was a great looking design there from Kuch there for Paul right in the middle of the dots. McNabb will get this one. Left to right, gain the line is McNabb. Will go ahead and take his change. Karlsson will win the stick lift as this will be knocked away. Hedman off the spin. He's got to find it. His forwards will provide support, but they have iced it. 9:16 left to go in the second as we get a commercial half and half. Alex Belay has made this a 1-goal game. It's 2-1 now, about halfway through the second period. John Under with the new play-by-play man for this game. It's a good one. It's been really busy here on this Thursday night. We got the early contest. And his last 8 home games, Kucherov has 14 points, 7 goals, and 7 assists distributed evenly. Face-off win defense is by Perbix. And this will be picked up here for Paul. First line back out there. Here's their sauce. Now Point off his forehand, trying to work in behind the office of Yuri Patera. Will turn and spin. Still with this thing. Point sets it up. And this one is saved by Patera off the 1T from behind. We'll go to break. Belay's made it a 1-goal game off a cheeky little tip. 8:57 left in the middle frame.
So to make those little Progressive is offering special rewards for new parents. We're not stopping there. We think even cat ladies deserve rewards. Left-handed people, people with birthdays, recent grads who can't move on with their lives. All of them. And these people we found on the internet can be automatically enrolled in the Progressive Loyalty Program and get special rewards. Even people who just got back from Europe. Actually pronounced croissant. I was just in Europe.
The Purely Boss Box. With a McNugget bite in every box. And your choice of Big Mac or Chinese McNuggets.
I recommend the Lunch Buffet with the Carbonic Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration helps repair the skin barrier. The Lunch Buffet.
The holidays in Dale Spa weren't very festive. Until he saved big on Blue Chip Fever with Amazon's last-minute deals. And now, that mom is part dancer, part prince. Shop last minute is now on Amazon.
2-1 Vegas, and here's tonight's defendant key defense.
Yeah, Steve, this is a group that's about as big as any in the National Hockey League. Nicolas leads the way at 6'6", 240 pounds. 4 of the 6 guys are 6'3" or more. McNabb, who's played every game, he's the only one that has. Everybody else has had injuries. He's 6'4", 215. So you got 210, 215, 210, 215, 215, and 240. Yeah, it's a load to get around inside that offensive blue line for the Lightning.
Picks out to the right to Yuri Patera.
It's an offensive zone draw. It'll be Luke Glendening that takes it. He falls down. This will go to the Vegas Golden Knights. And they'll look to start again left to right in the second period. They just conceded one. Alex Belay with a beautiful deflection. And it's a 2-1 game now. As they show one of the Golden Knights was taken down and is slow to get up. It's still skating right now. I've been Nick Hagel, a little angry as well. Calvin DeHaan. Here's a stretch pass as this gets taken away. Has to finish up a couple of checks there. Now just a massive humanity. Michael Isamont trying to go ahead and find this one. Tanner Jeannot. That'll be VGK. Go ahead and get the puck possession now. They knocked away from Cotter. He gets taken down. As this is spent in, but it's offsides. Again, Tampa did a great job there of just collapsing on that blue line, making sure that there was no space. Little Carrier takes a hit from Tanner Jeannot. Ooh, that could have easily been called a boarding. As he had a turn there, he was turned. Jeannot finishing his hit. He got his face right into the glass. Little Carrier, a little hello from Tanner Jeannot. That could have been called, and that probably should have been on that side. Thankfully, Will Carrier is okay, but okay means a little cut up near the left side of his eye. And man, oh man, he got hit pretty good. 8:10 left to go in this second. Isama, fire it in. Hutton will go ahead and watch as this is picked up here. Eichel and Stone as well. Tampa will rifle this around. It'll be Stamkos. He's waiting near the left side red line, but this will circumvent for Chernak. Nice ride along the wall. Try to find Stamkos for a backdoor 1T. Maiden flurry. Now Steven will turn and fire, and this will get picked off. Now sent back here for Stone and Eichel. Jack Eichel already showcasing some of his passing and skating skills in this game. And now that he's been completely healthy, you see what kind of superstar player he is. Eichel off a half pivot. He gets around the defensive side of Chernak. Stone finishes a big hit. This is loose. McNabb, he doesn't shoot it. The camera cut away at the wrong time. This goes up the back of the net. And they want to go here. Is this Barbashev and Hagel? I don't really know about this matchup. And now they're getting a hold of each other. It's a hold of jerseys. Hagel, couple forehands. He missed one punch and almost knocked Hagel completely down. Hagel can't get some fists loose. Barbashev with a big left. Another big looping hit for Hagel. Another looping one. Uppercut by Barbashev. Here comes Hagel. Hagel, Barbashev now going back and forth. Here come the fists. Another one for Barbashev. And now they break it up. That was a good scrap. It took a little while to get started. They had to turn the crank there a little bit. But Hagel and Barbashev will go 5 for fighting. You got to love it on that side as the crowd is really pumped here. There was a big hit on the end. I believe Mark Stone might have got a piece of maybe Eichel as well. And Barbashev took exception to it. So, man, Cirelli got dumped. And once Cirelli got dumped, Hagel said, you know what? I don't like that. Let's fight, sir. And that's what he did with Ivan Barbashev. And that was a pretty good scrap. It took a little while to get going on that end. But we did finally get our fisticuffs there as Cirelli got absolutely dump trucked there. A little Wilson on that side. And we will see what happens going forward if we're going to get a little more in this game or not. That was a good one, though. So we'll take a look if there's anyone that answered here on the questions side. I did pose this here. You can leave this, and you can leave any questions at the end if you listen to the broadcast. It said, do you think the Golden Knights are good enough to repeat as a Stanley Cup champion? That is my question. And they're showing this full-scale bout right now on the replay side. It was a pretty good one on that. It took a while to get going. But Hagel said, pump up the crowd. And Jon Cooper, he's clapping his hands. I think he liked it as well. When your coach likes it, he appreciates the effort. You pump up the crowd. That's what it's all about. So Vegas looks like they're going to get a power play. And I think this will be their third. Tampa does not have one in this game so far. So 0 for 1, it says, with 4 shots. But I think they have one more coming on that side. Still an opportunity here for Pietrangelo. And he will go ahead and recollect. So VGK on the power play. So a little bit of the instigating for roughing to start. That's why the crowd is booing. Eichel back here for Jack. Again, that fight was still allowed everybody else to get back out of that first line side and get things going again. So Yuri Patera, his first chance to get a chance to look at him in this game. And not too bad on that. So again, the Vegas defense can always kind of mask those issues, but Patera's made the saves when he's needed to. Eichel, Marchessault, now near the left side wall as this can't be held by the defensive side, passed a little bit too far. He's sent back down for the former St. Louis Blues captain, Alex Pietrangelo. Minute 5 left to go in the Vegas power play. Still booing here on that side. Do not like the penalty called against them. Chandler, Stephenson, I think what the crowd would like is Vegas hasn't even got started yet. Stone, here for Stephenson, former Capital. Marchessault, what a pass! And this one gets knocked away. And now a tripping call against VGK. Man, Stone got set up by a ridiculous pass and behind the net, and I believe Tampa just got a piece of that in behind Andre Vasilevsky. That would have been another absolute tap in, but a tripping call. So Marchessault set up a blind pass, and Stone gets a piece of Cirelli, who already got dumped off a hit. Stone doesn't like it. Nothing he can do. Cirelli did a good job of getting in the way of the lane. He sits in the box with Barbashev. The extra 2 was picked up on that side for Brandon Hagel for the fighting, for instigating. So 4-on-4 for 48 seconds, and then Tampa's going to get an abbreviated power play. They have an opportunity, don't look now, to tie this game at dose. So this will be Cirelli against Nick Waugh. Nick Waugh is very good on the circles, too. As you said, as a winger, as a forward, as a defenseman. It's a 6-3 lead for the Buffalo Sabres over Toronto. What is going on over there? As Whitecloud will get this up the defensive zone draw. So 4-on-4 for about 40 more seconds. And then it will be a Tampa abbreviated power play. It's VGK with the puck possession, however, as Whitecloud pinched against the wall. Nick Waugh got a spin and turn. Whitecloud trying to help him find it. I don't believe it's at the left side blue line. The camera didn't cut quick enough. And now Nick Hague, as this will be picked up here. Now I got another one. Camera cut late. It's Vlad Isamont. A little bit of a hold here right now. Is anything going to happen right now? Tampa looks like they're about to blow a full-scale gasket. Got a lot of Golden Knights fans who traveled as well. Nothing more of a hold match here. And I think we might take a break as Isamont's visor a little bit turned off the helmet. They're going to need a couple seconds to sort this all out. Isamont going to join. Hagel into the box. So we've had some fighting, some holds, and some more fighting here. Jon Cooper loves it. Let's go to break. 5:33 left. We got a lot to sort out in the middle stanza.
Mamá, por eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, no me texto a mi agente. Tranquilos. State Farm estará ahí las 24 horas si los necesito. 24 horas.
Ahora con el botecillo, State Farm está ahí solo para obtener una cotización hoy.
When my patients experience very dry skin, I recommend the Roche-Posay Liquid Bar Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. The Roche-Posay Liquid Bar Body Cream provides 48-hour hydration and helps repair the skin barrier.
Plus bonus play and over 28 million instant winners. Their triple of fun must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly. Oh yeah, the temperature went up several degrees again now with this second strap. After the Hagel fight, here's how this one started. Eichel, Isamont.
So I wasn't seeing how much that this one started. So Isamont and Waugh, they tie each other up a little bit off the trip. And there's a fight. People got their phones already in the front of it, just trying to watch on that side. And Cooper's like, that's a hold on that. So the trip, why are you not calling that side? Why aren't you calling it on both sides? That's what Cooper's saying on both sides now. He's really giving it to the referee. But shouting a little bit of obscenities here on that side. Cooper can be hot as this is picked up. And the center ice draw will be point. It's still 4-on-4, so nothing really called on that side. It's still going to be an abbreviated Tampa power play. Once this 5 seconds done, point off the drop. As this will go for Hedman. Hedman fakes the slapper. Here for point in the middle of the circles. Now in the high slot. Spin and turn off the forehand. Tampa now. Abbreviated power play. It'll be their second. Kucherov. Here's a chance of the traffic. This one gets saved by the defense before it ever hit Patera. Now an opportunity as this one is near the right side dot. Nikita has it. Patient and surveys. It's Hedman. High slot. Here's a ripper. Goes on the post. And this one, they say it's played in. Stamkos says, hey, this doesn't bounce off the net. Let's keep it going. And I don't know if this is going to be a penalty against Vegas. The lights are flashing. And let's see what we got. Delay of game. This is going to go against the Golden Knights. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for about 40 seconds. So Pietrangelo hits it out of the air. He saves a goal. And when he hits it out of the air from Belay, who's trying to shove it in, inadvertently, he doesn't mean to, as he knocks it out of the air with a hand-eye, knocks it out of play. So Pietrangelo in the box. There's 4 Golden Knights in the box. It's a party. Victor Hedman. Here's a ripper. Big save by Patera. This will fall back to Hedman in the high slot. 2-man advantage for 40 seconds. Another slap shot, as this is set up for Stamkos. And now Hedman's got to go all the way back. So 2-man advantage for 30 seconds. Picked up for Nikita Kucherov. Stamkos on the opposite wing near the left dot. Stamkos on the 2-man advantage. He fires. This one gets blocked. Nikita picks it up. Hedman, one touch to Stamkos. Near the right side dot. Cross pass. Missed the seam. It's Hedman now pinching in severe. 5-on-3 for 10 more seconds. Stamkos fakes it. So does Hedman. He lets it go. This is a broken stick. This might even be a 5-on-2. Stamkos got to shoot it. Scores! Nikita Kucherov. We are tied. His 23rd of the season. Essentially a 5-on-2. And Stamkos helps set it up for Kucherov. And what a goal that was. Touch passes over and over. Mercifully, nothing Vegas could do. It was an unfortunate delay of game there on that side for Pietrangelo. And one too many one-timers. Stamkos to Kucherov, looking like the reverse Ovechkin. And it's a tie game here at Amalie. This game has turned into something special right now, and you can't give Tampa a 5-on-3. A broken stick from White Claw made it a 5-on-2, and Kucherov gets his 23rd of the season on the power play. Tampa, they scored in the 5-on-3. They still got 1:05 left to go with the man advantage now. They could take the lead. This could be the reverse of what happened last week. I didn't know if that was going to happen. Point trying to drive the lane. It gets canceled off. And this is sent back around the inboards. It's Stammer now. As this goes here for Kucherov, who just scored. He's near his office, near the right side wing, trying to find Stamkos. Scores! Nick Poe! And 2 power play goals back to back. And Tampa's got the lead. 3 straight goals for the Bolts. Brayden Point is going to get the primary, his 15th. I think it was set up there from Paul and Stamkos. And the Bolts have come all the way back. It's a 3-2 lead now for Tampa. This bounces off the legs of Hagel. And Point is there on the doorstep with Paul to clean up the mess. An unfortunate bounce. Paul is right there. He gets denied on the first attempt. Point says, I'll clean up the trash. And it's a 3-2 lead. Tampa scored 3 straight goals in the second period. They've taken the lead from Vegas. 2 power play goals. Point with his 15th with the help of Paul and maybe Stamkos. 3:25 left to go in this second. What a contest we've had now. Every single contest that I seem to do now, whether it's solo or with partners on that side, seems to turn into an instant classic. It was a sleepy first. It's really not sleepy in this second. A couple fights, 3 straight goals for the Bolts. Shea tried to send it the other way. Kucherov from Stamkos and Hedman that opened it here on the previous power play, and now Brayden Point from Paul. And this is Shea now. He gets blocked at the front of the net, and this is sent down the other way. Man, oh man, this contest has turned into an excellent one. 2:40 left to go into this second. Played it across the wall. It's Hutton off his pass from 50 feet. Stephenson off the drop, trying to find Marchessault. Kucherov off a 2-on-2. Be careful. Kucherov He goes short side. Where's the puck? This goes off the outside of the cage. Isamon trying to fight it to help him out there. Kucherov almost took that one coast to coast after just scoring previously off the first power play goal of the second. 2:10 left to go in this middle frame. And as Stephenson lost it, it'll be Calvin DeHaan. He'll gain the red line. Didn't think he did, though, actually, as it's Hagel. And this will be just kept in. We bounce off of Hutton. Dorofeyev now. We'll try to get it. 1:55 left to go in the second. All of a sudden, shots on goal now in favor of Tampa. They've had the answer. I said I wondered last week, would Tampa have an answer against an Edmonton push? I wasn't sure. And now would they have an answer against a Vegas push? I wasn't sure. And again, I'm going to be happy to be counted wrong. Marchessault touch pass. And this is knocked away near the right side red line. Cirelli, as this goes in between the wall. And this will be picked up here for Radish. Point from Paul and Kucherov, and then Kucherov on the power play goal from Stamkos and Hedman. That's the reset on both the power plays. So all of a sudden, all the good things that Tampa was trying to bring in have worked. They've got 3 unanswered goals near the right side wall. Here's Kucherov again. Centered on the middle, off the post. Does it go in? No. Second effort, scores. Paul hits the post. Point scores again. Kucherov, the one that set it up, 4 unanswered goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're off and running now, and I don't think they can be stopped. Kucherov near the right side, dot the pass, gets away from Pietrangelo, left side, top bar. Point settles it down. It bounces away from the defense off the top shelf for Yuri Patera where the cookies are hid. He couldn't find him there. 4-2 the lead now for the Bolts. What a ridiculous contest. Point makes the play falling down on a second effort off a Paul shot from the point. And I don't know, but maybe Jon Cooper doesn't ever want to break up this first line between Paul, Point, and Kucherov. They are finding all of a sudden the engine and firing on all cylinders. Point gets the second of the game, and Kucherov continues to drive this line. 1 minute left to go in the second. 4th goal of the period for the Bolts. Nothing of an answer yet for VGK. They know that they can do it, but they're hemorrhaging right now in this second period. And Vegas is hemorrhaging. That's the thing that surprises me, is this is sent in. In Tampa, when they show more of these efforts here, maybe they're showing you that they can certainly showcase if this top line fires like this, maybe Tampa can still be Tampa. It's kind of taking out everything else. Here's a chance. Eichel bounces up in the air behind the net, and the net's getting knocked off. That might have been smart there for Stamkos and Pietrangelo. An innocent-looking shot there for Eichel, bounced up in the air. Vasilevsky couldn't find it. He was probably falling asleep in this second period. Eichel with a great skate as he was trying to go on Hayden Fleury, bounced up in the air. Vasilevsky didn't know it was behind him. And Chernak stopped that one from going in. And the net was knocked off. Vasilevsky never located it, but it didn't cross the line. So still 4-2. Vasilevsky able to breathe a sigh of relief. Slow-mo cam does not cross. Chernak saves a goal, and the net gets dislodged. Good work there for Stamkos nonetheless. He had to pry that one loose because Vegas definitely could have scored there with 27 seconds left to go in this second. This game is turned on its head right now, and if you're just joining me, you're joining at the right time. You think this third period, you don't want to go anywhere. If you hadn't joined at all, you're missing out on a great game. 27.5 left to go in this second period. Face-off win. Hutton sends this one across to D. Give this back to Ben. Fires into the trap. It goes up the stick shaft of Vass. This would be big for Tampa if they can keep a 2-goal lead. They've scored 4 unanswered in this second as Hutton let it fly. And this will be held by the Big Cat. Not a lot for him to do in this second period, but then Nikita Kucherov, Nick Paul, Brayden Point line has gotten everything done right now. They just continued to drive the bus, and everybody on their feet right now clapping with 16.6 left to go in the second. They know what this first line has done. They moved it to 17.5 here. But they've driven this line. So a defensive zone draw. This will be big, and it'll be Hedman. Puts it around the end boards here for Tanner Jeannot. So Point with his 16th, that's the latest. It's a 4-2 lead for the Bolts. They've scored 4 unanswered in the second. And now down to 3 seconds, as this will be brushed across the wall, but Tampa had one hell of a period. They score 4 unanswered and take a 4-2 lead into the dressing room. They come back, we'll call it the third period. Got a lot of housekeeping to do, and we'll see what happens in the final stanza. Come right back.
Kucherov and Brayden Point, the goal scorers, and it is a 4-2 Lightning lead. After 40s, we take it downstairs to Paul Kennedy and Dave Amberchuk. And take a breath, George. Very excellent. I thought the Lightning had problems with second period. Well, take a breath is right. I mean, what an onslaught by the Lightning on that power play to get things going. And it's Brandon Hagel that fires the crowd up, and power play takes over. That's how quickly things can change when you have that much talent on the ice. Dropping the gloves, lifted Emily tonight. The Bulls with 3, make that 4 in the second period, and a man with 2, Brayden Point, reaching the 500-point plateau where he can have Charlotte just outside the Bulls dressing room. Highlights so much more than the night tonight in Amadio.
Check our holidays at NHLshop.com, the official online store of the NHL and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. Shop now and get today's special holiday offer. NHLshop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Estaremos ahí por si te pasa algo flow con experiencia especial.
Mamá, para eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Y si pasa algo, no te examen. Tranquilos. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
Ahora, como puedes decir, State Farm está ayudando para obtener una cotización hoy.
You from Crossway, with Body and Meal Box, Curry Box.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something I'm missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, contains 3 essential ceramides to replenish ones I've lost and help restore my natural barrier, so I can lock and moisture and we can feel it long after. We're in this together. With CeraVe, we have what we need to stay protected. CeraVe, the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
eBay Authenticity Guarantee is checked by experts. Every stitch, tag, and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of real. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just in time for the holidays, get 8,000 total value for current eligible GMC owners. That's 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Sierra models.
At TJ Maxx, you can go above and beyond and stay under budget. And new gifts are arriving, so there's still time to gift to the max. BetterHelp provides various options to connect with your therapists. We can do this via video, we can do this as a chat, we can do this over the phone. So whatever is most convenient for the client is really what's going to help them open up more accounts.
To the escalation of passion here in the holidays. Tampa Bay scores 4 times in the second, leads 4-2. And it's not too late to grab a gift for someone special or just yourself. And the Tampa Bay Lightning ugly sweater team might be the perfect option. Available in-store at Amadio Arena and online at TampaBaySports.com. With a pair of goals in the period, here is Brayden Point against Shea.
Thank you, Brayden. We will start with that fight. Brendan Hagel drops the gloves. How did it change the game?
Well, honestly, I think it just gave the whole building energy, including our team. I mean, that's the loudest I've heard, I think, all year after that fight. So it really just kickstarted our energy, and then, we built off that. But that was great to see a guy, stepping up for a teammate, and then the crowd responded. Gave us a lot of that.
4 goals for your team in that second period. You scored 2 of them, and that second one was your 500th career point. Congratulations. You guys come into this game with the narrative that you're struggling in that second period. Were you determined to flip that tonight?
I think so. It's obviously not been good lately, so it's something that we need to change if we want to win games. And I thought tonight was better, but Vegas obviously an extremely good team, so we've got a lot of work to do. But very happy with the effort going in the second period, I guess.
You scored 2 goals on the power play. How are you exposing their penalty kill?
Well, I think, 5-on-3, it's when you get guys like Kuch and Stammer and Heddy up top, that's tough to defend, and they do what they do, they make plays, so that was great to see. And then, again, Kuch making a great pass to Paulie, and we came up there well, so, a lot of credit to Kuch there.
Thank you so much. Good luck in the third period. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Devin. Indeed, the Brandon Hagel fight has ignited Tampa Bay and its crowd. Highlights just ahead with Dave Anderson. 4-2 Bolts over Vegas.
Estaremos atentos si te pasa algo nuevo con este video especial.
Mamá, para eso tengo State Farm. Es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, le mando un texto a mi agente. Tranquilos. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
24 horas. Ahora, como buen vecino, State Farm está ahí. Solo para obtener una cotización hoy.
When my patients experience very dry skin, I recommend the Marchessault Liquid Car Body Cream. 1 application a day keeps very dry skin away. Marchessault Liquid Car Body Cream provides 48-hour hydration and helps repair the skin barrier. Suitable for ages 2 weeks to 100 years old. Marchessault, recommended by 90,000 dermatologists worldwide.
Hey, deal lovers, here's something new.
Having your taste shouldn't cost you a good deal. And this time, $7 gets you good.
All new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut.
Because it's only a deal if you love it. Coming in.
eBay authenticity guarantee. It's checked by experts. Every stitch was hacked and looked. So you'll always get that feeling of freedom.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driver experience. With the world's first 6-5 multiplayer tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just
What ridiculous.
Get 8,000 total value for current eligible GMC owners. That's 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Sierra models. We are professional breed. GMC.
I gotta keep this taking knee. Spinning, hand it off.
Fumble to the house.
What it do is
Up by 5, 14 seconds left. You take a knee. Take a knee. Win the game. You always take a knee.
that's it.
This low. Right? Yeah. You guys see the end of that game?
We did.
I nailed the over. Should have taken a knee, huh? Well, as long as everybody had fun, right?
Okay.
NHL and Valley Sports is presented by your Suncoast Hyundai dealer and by
All right, everybody, let's give you the reset. So, in the second period, a lot happened. In the first, not so much. Vegas did have a 2-0 lead, a couple really nice goals from Marchessault and Barbashev. Second period, Tampa Bay said, let's reverse this whole thing. So, 8:25, it's a tip from Belay off a Hedman blast. The work with the puck finally turned into something good for the Bolts. They scored on the tip, almost came from the left side red line in the last possible moment. It's a nice goal that went the left post. Left to the right and in, bottom right. Cirelli gets dumped off a hit. Hagel and Barbashev got into a spirited scrap. Then Michael and Nicolas tried to fight, but the results more will hold. Will this carry over to the third period? That was my question at the time. Well, then 3 goals in less than 3 minutes. That will end this period. Power play goals. First of 2 of them. Pietrangelo gets a bad luck delay of game as he tries to save the puck from crossing the goal line out of the air. I bet it out of the air and went on a play. White Cloud stick breaks. It's 5-on-2 at that point. Kucherov essentially gets a feed from Stamkos from the right to left circle, wires a one-timer on the left dot. Still 5-on-4 because Tampa just scored on the 5-on-3. 16:28, Kucherov with a shot of a bouncing puck. Back in the net, Paul gets denied as it got close, and falling down, Brayden Point goes ahead and makes the play. 18:50 could be the backbreaker. Kucherov drives the play again, making players chase. He set up Paul in the slot, and his shot hit the top of the bar, but Point again scores off the rebound as he lifted the puck over a diving Patera top shelf. He was down and out, no chance. Point gets his 500th. Shots 24-21 for Tampa. Hits 16-15 for Tampa. Face-offs 21-16 for Tampa. Brayden Point says that's as loud as the building has been all year.
Stamkos, I believe, on the far side of this Nicolas. Then it hits Nick Paul, but it's Brayden Point. He jumps right on that one. As you said, 33 seconds later, the Lightning get that power play goal, 15 by Brayden Point. We're done yet in the period. What a play here by Nikita Kucherov. Takes a little peek here to see where Nick Paul is. Great shot by Nick Paul off the post. The goaltender scrambling to try to find where that puck is. And it's Brayden Point. Takes one whack at it, stays with it, knocks another one in. Goes only with 1:10 to go in the period. Lightning 4 goals in the period. Now Point got his 15th and 16th goal of the year. A pair of goals, but the Nick Paul, a pair of assists. Cooch with a 3-point year. Veteran pair of helpers. About to score 7 goals in all on the score sheet. Yeah, and Vegas were in good shape here. But that power play, which is deadly, number 1 in the league, over 45% going into this game, and that'll probably go up even more and take advantage of that power play. 5-on-3, get 2 goals on it and take the lead. We've seen how Tampa Bay responded being down here. What about Vegas with John Yuri McTellan, just a good NHL game? How will he and the Vegas Golden Knights? Well, this is a team that's loaded with some confidence, right? I mean, obviously, they're the reigning Stanley Cup champions.
So as we're in the intermission here, I'll just give you some updates. Sabres start the third period with a 6-3 lead over the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs need some goaltending. Their record's very good. 16-7-6, but nonetheless, can't give up 6 to a struggling Sabres. I don't care who you got in net. We'll look around the other way. I'm just going to double check this box. So we gave you all the first period goal scores. Second period was mostly Sabres. You did get a Kelly Armstrong goal show winner for Bully Nylander and Timothy Liljegren, but Rasmus Dahlin, Tage Thompson, and Kyle Okposo. Devin Levi only had to stop 12 out of 15. Ilya Samsonov pulled 14 out of 19. And Martin Jones has stopped 3 out of 4. He's given up 1. Both goaltenders right now about a .745 save percentage combined. Our featured game, 4-2 Bolts. 4 unanswered goals for Tampa in that second period. Blues all over the Panthers right now to start the third. It's 3-1 for the Blue Notes. They're at the American Bank Arena. It's not FLA Live Arena anymore. No goals in the first, but 3 in the second for the Blues. Jordan Kyrou, Pavel Buchnevich, and Alexei Tropchenko for Marco Scandella and Brandon Saad. Kyrou also got an assist, and so did Thomas, so multiple points for the big men there. Big Bob has stopped 14 out of 17, and Joel Hofer has stopped at 24 out of 25 for the Blues, who are trying to go 16, 15, and 1. Florida would fall to 18, 12, and 2 if they lose in regulation. Preds and Flyers, another good one. This one's tied at dose after 2 periods of play. Philip Tomasino, Cole Smith, short and a goal for Cole Smith, his 5th. Tomasino, his 3rd. Sean Couturier gets his 8th on the power play unassisted. Harrison has stopped 16 of 18, and Yusei Saros 24 out of 26.
I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and
Hurricanes and Pens. It's a 1-1 game
contains 3 essential
in the 3rd. Teuvo Teravainen has tied it from Jack Drury, Jacob Slavin. Sid the Kid has got the lone goal for the Pens.
We're in this together.
Wild all over the Canadians 2-0 as the second period is underway. It is Matt Boldy and Marco Rossi. Marco Rossi with those 11s from Zach Bogosian and Mark Foligno. Matt Boldy from Kaprizov and Rossi. Gustafson's only had to make 3 saves, and Sam Montembeau 11 out of 13. So Montreal needs to get busy in the shots on goal department. Canucks and Stars tied at 1 as the second period is just dropped. It is Tyler Seguin from Matt Duchene and Miro Heiskanen. Dakota Joshua with his 8th from Connor Garland and Teddy Bluger. Wedgwood, again, as Ottinger is week to week, has stopped 5 out of 6. And Thatcher Demko 15 out of 16. So they've gotten what they've needed on that side. I'm going to make sure that we got it from the buffering. Yes, we have. So we're good there. Oilers and Devils tied at a pair. And the Caps are holding on to a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jackets. Emil Benstrom with his 5th. Anthony Mantha with the 2nd of the game from Alexei Protas and John Karlsson. There's Leakins 19 out of 21. Lindgren 25 out of 26. I'm going to conserve here till we get to the 3rd period. I feel like I might have some more goals to be called. I will see you guys after this stream, probably on Tuesday. Again, I have the Saturday Ascent with the Waterford Sharks and the Detroit Warhawks. So I'll be on the Go Live Sportscast. You can follow along. On Go Live Sportscast, I always put the link on Instagram, TB Gunslinger, Facebook at John Reinott. Same thing with Twitter, X, if you want to follow along. I think it's just going to be me on the call. I don't think John Stonehouse is going to be able to follow along.
Not going to be denied. Brayden now getting to lofty levels. Key player profile shows 2 goals tonight, 500 career point, and just over 500 career games. Brayden's going to be around a long time, and he's going to double up that point total. And Brayden, Jim mentioned that the extra minor that happened after the fight was for unsportsmanlike conduct, but I don't think the coach will have any problem with Hagel running the crowd. That's why he got the extra. That's what Hagel got the power play. Yes, I didn't even realize that. I didn't know you got to complete that option. I was thinking the power play was actually drawing a penalty and 4-2 as we drop the puck.
So we're going to drop the puck for the 3rd period. Tampa has scored 4 unanswered goals. What answer does Vegas have in store? As this will be right to left here for the Bolts left to right on the other side for the Golden Knights. As Bolts are at home in the blue with the white Bolt in the middle. This is saved by Patera. He's still back out there and behind the cage. This will be held as a couple Bolts take a spill. 19:34 left to go in this third. This has been a ridiculous contest. Again, we got the complete reset. I don't have time to go through all of it as we were doing the intermission, but Alex Belair-Belay, you had Nikita Kucherov and Brayden Point with a pair of goals, all in that second period. It's now a 4-2 lead. That answers Jonathan Marchessault and Ivan Barbashev as it's a 2-goal lead for Tampa. We're on the arena. John, here with you. I'm your play-by-play man in this solo call, but it's been another fantastic contest. And back-to-back weeks time on Thursday side, we've had good contests for the Tampa Bay Lightning to watch, and I've been glad to cover both of these because you had the Oilers and you had the Golden Knights, two high-profile teams. Oilers are in the middle of an 8-game winning streak. That's gone by the wayside. Here's the fake slapper shot. Dorofeyev saved. Another rebound. This one goes wide as this is picked up on the left side. Tampa trying to get it up. Vasilevsky hasn't faced any vulcanized rubber in a while, but that one was a good turn away right in the middle of the circles. And it's Hagel. Hagel off the drop. He might recollect. He tried to find Cotter. Have to finish a hit now. As this is near the right side wall. Cotter off the back skate. We'll have to turn back around. Brayden McNabb in full flight trying to get around Brayden Point. He's got career number .500. Cotter. And across the left side wall gets intercepted partially. Tampa trying to locate this in the offensive end near the left side blue line. This is chipped in deep. Chandler Stephenson takes a look, but he only does so because he knows that Tampa is offsides here with 18:28 left to go. And this is sent back in. Again, this feed on this side for the Twitter space is starting to fail. And thank goodness that I have the calls on that side because for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure, it just decides to stop working here lately. And I really don't know why. Again, the YouTube side hasn't failed on that side. And we're still here on the feed, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it's not been working of late. So hopefully they can make some fixes. 18:15 left to go in this third as this is bounced. This will be Hutton now. This will play off the carom and sent back down for Hedman. So there really isn't anything I can do to go ahead and fix that one, as this will just be uploaded per usual. There'll be an opportunity now for Paul as this is recollected. This will go near the right side and now picked up by Stephenson, turned over. This is a bouncing puck that will get chopped. Now near the right side red line off the back pass. It'll be Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov will send this one in deep for Radish. Put this around the end boards now. And now McNabb will take a look, just trying to buy some time as this is recollected. Opportunity for Radish as this gets recollected. Hedman with a chance. This gets blocked. And this will be sent in deep. I feel like we'll have to just kill this feed on that side. It looks like it's not working on that side, so we'll have to just cancel it. So my call, we'll only have half the side, but we'll have the full thing here for the Hopeless Sports Guy side. It's just not working right now. So 17:23, we'll take a look. Hedman with a one-timer. This bounces, off the left hand of one of the Golden Knights here as they got in on the shooting lane. And this goes back around the end boards. 17:15. Perbix send this one across with middle of the circles. It's Anthony Cirelli from right to left. Here's a slop shot. This will go high off the end boards. As Tampa gets this off an immediate push right now. Cirelli put this around the left side wall. As he gets taken away, Stamkos. Now on for Hagel. As this bounces off of Hutton. Hutton now. Turn and try to spin. Cirelli will steal it. And now they'll buy some more time. This will go D to D. Perbix. Here's a bomb for Stamkos. And this is saved by Cirelli. Stamkos was in the high slot. Bertella has to make a save. This is trying to get pinballed loose and sent back down. Vegas will maybe ice this thing, but Vasilevsky will go ahead and touch. He's going to let the clock continue to move. 16:25 left to go in this third. As this bounces near the wall. Hagel off the turn and spin. Leave it here for Pietrangelo. And now Tyler Mott will be the first to get to it. Pick this up off the forehand side. Work his backhand now. and this will bounce. It goes wide of the goal now. Tyler Mott set it up for D, and this goes up and on a play. 16-10 left to go in this third frame. 27-22 is the shots on goal. Tampa still enjoying a 4-2 lead, courtesy of the 4 unanswered goals that they've got. Again, the latest goals on the side for Tampa are Kucherov, and then a couple for Point and Alex Belair-Belay. On the other side for the Golden Knights, it is Jonathan Marchessault, and then picked up off the one-time feed from Stone to Barbashev. Those are your goals. 16:05 left to go in this third. It's Barbashev now with the puck. He'll take a long outstretched pass as this gets picked off. Stone will watch this one bounce. And now maybe an opportunity here for a late arriving check. Kucherov hit in the hands, and this should be called, but this is still underway. Kucherov funnels it at the net. Here's a big-time ripper. Patera says no from a Chernak slap. Not going to get one, though. As Eichel, Kucherov was definitely hooked. Eichel's got it now. And this to the left side, well, Hedman will put this toward the net, and this is a bounce. Here, if we got a race the other way, possibly, it's Kucherov. He's maybe hooked on the back end. He's really upset with the referees now, and this is still live. 2 power plays you think he should have. He didn't get one, as this was taken away off his breakaway. And now Glendening. Kucherov still out there right now. He's just putting a pass right to the middle of the circles. He's mixed out there with the Glendening. He hasn't gotten off the ice because he's too irate. He feels like he should have 2 power plays. And the crowd definitely believes. I see some Kucherov and Sergachev jerseys alongside Stamkos and Vass, a little bit of everything. They like all the players right now. Why wouldn't you? As this is bounced in between the legs. Vegas is going to need the point where they're going to have to get going. They're at the halfway point. You'll see a Karlsson stick goes broken, goes farther than the puck. 14:45 left to go in the third. So Kucherov, he might be the one taking the penalty unsportsmanlike conduct against Nikita Kucherov. And the reason why he's getting unsportsmanlike, he's so hot from a couple of the opportunities where he was hooked, no called. He thought he was tripped on the breakaway, partially no call. And now he's getting unsportsmanlike against the referees. So he's going to the box. This is going to open the door here for the Vegas Golden Knights. Jon Cooper can't believe it. So they'll show it here. Haig with a hold on Kucherov. He's got a piece of the stick. He's not letting go. Kucherov says, hey, where's the call? On the other end, Haig gets a piece of the legs off of the penalty shot. Where's the call on that one? Well, it's Kucherov, the one going to the box. So this is an opportunity to open the door for VGK. Now near the right side, Pietrangelo. This gets an opportunity for Vegas, their third power play. Eichel, touch pass, one-timer, scores. And it's Marchessault. He cleans it up, and that was perfectly executed. I felt like you could see that coming there. Kucherov still talking with the referees. He's really got to be careful here that they don't try to give him anything else because they could completely kick him out of this game. Marchessault gets his second goal, his 17th. And again, I felt like I called that like a home-sided call, and I really didn't mean to on that side, but that just really seemed like that was tailor-made. And no opportunity, a little dink and dunk there. Vasilevsky, no chance to make the save. Marchessault touch pass Karlsson, and that is a gorgeous goal there for Vegas. But one that you could see coming, and Marchessault buries his second. It's a one-goal game, and Vegas is not out of this at all. So 14:29 left to go in this third. So after 15 seconds of Kucherov in the box, he's out of it. And the crowd continues to boo. They don't like what happened here. Kucherov definitely had a case, but he's got to keep his trap shut here. They got a game to win. Carrier put this back around here for Haig. He got stuck off the pinch. It's a 4-3 game now. Glendening pinched. Amadio trying to locate this. Tanner Jeannot will get this one out as he uses the boards. Trying to use the speed there from Belair-Belay. Marchessault with his 17th from Karlsson and Eichel. As this will be an opportunity here for Hutton off the drop. I'll leave this here for D. Here's a slapper. Howden lets this one go, and this one goes over the net. Carrier now is Point. He's one away from a hat trick. He's got this near the right side. Point will shovel it. Here's walking into a 1-T, and this could have won the net, but this was saved on the other side for Hutton. He stopped it from crossing the goal line. Now sent across for Paul near the right side dot. Off his backhand, working in behind the cage of Patera. Patera now Hedman pinball chance. Stopped by Hutton. And this is sent back around. Patera got a piece of it. Hutton got the clear. 13-15. Patera will watch this one across the red line. He doesn't play it. This will be a point now. There's a shovel pass. Turnaround and shot is Kucherov. He's back out there. This one goes high. Perbix will go ahead and recollect now. 13 minutes left to go in this third. Kucherov now off the forehand. He locates Kucherov middle of the circles. Good save by Patera. It's picked up by the captain, Sean Stone. Try to funnel it out. Perbix closes it. Near the right side, dot. Kucherov still in his office. Here's a shovel pass, dot to dot. This one gets blocked partially by Cirelli, his own man. Paul will spin. Kucherov fans on the 1T. That doesn't happen very often. He definitely would have scored that one. Eichel puts us around the red line. Vasilevsky will stop it. It's anybody's contest now. 4-3. Tons of time. 12:25 left to go in this third. It'll be Patera. Put this around the inboards. 12:15 left to go in this third. It is Pietrangelo. Watch this one near side for Martinez and fired it across the red line. Go ahead and spin and locate off the long flip is Tyler Mott as we're down to 12 minutes left to go. Shots on goal are 32-23 in favor of the Bolts. Jonathan Marchessault has got his second, has made it a one-goal game. It's anybody's contest. We'll see which way it'll go. Hagel taken down. He's not getting a penalty call, and the crowd is really upset here, and again, I don't blame them. Here's a rush, Chandler, Stephenson. It's up to Vegas to block out the noise. Here's a risker blocked out in front, trying to find Vasilevsky on the third effort is Dorofeyev, and this is saved by the Big Cat. As he takes a look right now with his team, make sure they keep it clean out in front because Vegas is within striking distance now. As Marceau got his second, it's a 4-3 game.
Mamá, por eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, me manda un texto a mi agente. Tranquilos. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
24 horas.
Ahora, como buen vecino, State Farm está ahí. Llama para obtener una cotización hoy.
I recommend La Roche-Posay Liquid Car Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration helps repair the skin barrier. La Roche-Posay.
Coming to you from Frostway, with a bucket meal box. The Curry Frost Box. Look at you, forced to be recognized. No, not you, Saquon. Not you. You have a business bank account with QuickBooks Money, now earning 5% APY.
Did you say 5% APY?
5% APY. That's new.
Yep, QuickBooks makes your money work as hard as you do. That's how you business differently. Intuit QuickBooks.
Travis, did you?
Always thinking. He's getting ready. Even during the TV timeout, he goes through his progressions to keep himself in it mentally. Here's the last shot by Vegas. Good positioning by Bassi. And it bounced off his chest. And then they're battle level again in front of the net. Vegas is hungry for a rebound. Stammer does a good job in front of the net against Dorofeyev. He's been around the puck an awful lot. Said his name a lot in this game. And the referees don't want to hear from either team anymore. But I have to say, especially the Lightning, they have backed away from guys because the Lightning have been given a piece of their mind many times here. They're going to have to be careful here. Already had one penalty to Kucherov and yelling at them from the bench.
By the way, Jack Eichel picks up an assist on the second Marchessault goal, so his point streak is now at 12 games. We already told you that's already a franchise record. It's the second longest active streak right now in the NHL.
So thank you to Valley Sports Sun to give this stat out there. The 12-game point streak for Jack Eichel is a franchise record for Vegas. He picks one up off the Marchessault second goal on the power play side for abusing officials here for Nikita Kucherov. That's what you have to call it there because he was barking too much. There should have been 2 calls that could have been made and don't get either one. And Tampa, again, they said it on that side according to the broadcast. Again, keep your trap shut. Can't afford anything else. They're backing away from both teams from what they're saying. And this is a shot in toward the right side dot, bounced off Darren Radish and put around the end boards now. This will be recollected now for Radish. He'll center a pass out in front, but Vegas is there. William Karlsson will look to break this thing out near the left side, wing off the backhand. Does a great job of eluding a hit as this falls to Andre Vasilevsky. He misplays it behind the net, and this one goes wide near the left side post. That was almost an unmitigated disaster. Vegas has puck possession. Here's a slap shot. And rebound. This goes off the outside of the cage. 10:40 left to go in this third. All of a sudden, Vegas has puck possession. Vasilevsky says no. And Tampa cannot get this out of the zone right now. A misplay behind the net turned into all of this near the right side wall. Tampa's up against it right now, and they're feeling the pressure. They could concede at any moment. McNabb has a chance. This will go D to D. Here's an opportunity for Hutton. Back to McNabb. In the high slot, turn and fire. Scores! Paul Cotter. It's tied at 4. All it was a misplay behind the net for Vasilevsky, and Tampa couldn't get it out of the zone. And it turned out to be a 4-4 game. 10-16 left to go in this third. That is what happens. You can't get the puck out clean. The full pressure is activated. NHL 24 simps would be happy on that side. But man, oh man, Ben Hutton into the traffic. He gets it back from McNabb. This will be turned and fired from Cotter. So Hutton, McNabb, Cotter gets the goal off a turn and fire into the traffic. And this game is tied. That might have bounced off the left post and in. Nonetheless, 4-4 game, and Bass breaks his stick. He is really upset with himself, throws the shaft in disgust. Cotter gets his 5th of the season. So both teams have led by 2 goals. It's tied once more now. It went from 2-0 to 2-2 to 4-2 to 4-4. That's kind of where we've been right now in this mix. And Vancouver has just tied it against Dallas, 2-2 in that game, 4-4 in our game. 9:50 left to go in this third. Eichel, high slot. He'll turn and shoot. This one goes high. This goes off the backboards. An opportunity for Alec Martinez, the former Stanley Cup champion with the Los Angeles Kings and now with the Golden Knights last season. It's his 3rd, as it's Cotter, his 5th of the year from McNabb and Hutton. This is Barbashev. This gets deflected. We'll try to pick it up now. Tampa, all of a sudden, again, when this has been in their zone, they can't get this out clean. It bounces off Pietrangelo and recollected for Jack. He was playing the defensive side as a 2-way forward should do. Stone, stutter step. Leaves it here for Pietrangelo off the pinch. Give from Barbashev. Pietrangelo behind the cage. 9:09 left to go in this third. This game is all of a sudden tied again, and it's anybody's contest. Tig will send this one D to D. Pietrangelo now, patient. He's waiting for a lane. This will pinball near the right side of the red line. Bouncing puck. Here for Hagel. Settle it down. Fake the 1-T. Eichel extra pass off the bar. It was Barbashev that hit the bar near the left side. Point trying to explode down the middle of the ice. Now the right wing side. Point still driving backhand. And he's hooked. And it's a penalty call. Brayden Point was waiting on a slash and a Bronx cheer from the Tampa crowd. Tampa goes to the power play. They're already around a 40% marker. It's been boosted up to this game. A slashing call. Brayden Point in full flight. When we come back, Tampa on the power play, but Vegas has just tied it.
Get the perfect holiday gifts for hockey fans on your list at NHLShop.com. The world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. With unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and more. All the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special holiday offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience. The holidays in Dale Spa weren't very
until he saved big on a Bluetooth speaker with Amazon's last-minute deal. And now, that line is part dancer, part prince. Last minute is now on Amazon.
Estaremos ahí por si te pasa algo con este día especial.
Mamá, para eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, le mando un texto a la gente. Tranquilos. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesitan.
Siempre. Ay, qué ahora, como buen vecino, State Farm está.
Nick Hague's a big boy, but it gets a little scary when you see a Ferrari coming through the neutral zone, going through the gears, and that's what he had to deal with Brayden Point. Then the move to the inside by Brayden. Point get through, almost scored an incredible goal. But Nick Hague turns the play over right here, and he prevents Brayden Point from getting through cleanly. Otherwise, if he really said he probably would have scored his hat-trick goal. He's got two already. Fourth power play of the night for the Lightning. They had 2 power play goals this evening. One by Kucherov.
So Tampa's on their fourth power play. They already got 2. They got 10 shots, 2 out of 3. And Brayden Point almost could have had a hat trick if he wasn't hooked. Point now, off the drop, gets it off his backhand. He's looking like he's got the jet engines on. Pass for Hedman gets deflected. 8:05 left to go in the third. Jon Cooper with you on the solo call right now. We're in Amalie Arena. It's a 4-4 game. It was a 4-2 lead after 2, but Vegas has tied it with 2 unanswered goals. 1 on the power play for Kucherov with abusive officials. 2-on-1, short-handed chance. Here's walking in. Stephenson and a hand in the air. Tampa fans aren't going to like that, and Vegas will kill some more time. They will touch. Kucherov will get it. 1:10 for 4-on-4 action with 7:46 marker. And it's out in front. Hedman gets called for the trip. So that negates Tampa's power play. And Vegas will have about 50 seconds in which to work with the man advantage once this 4-on-4 is done. Again, as we've said, this has been anybody's contest. Vegas will never find their way out of it. Again, I was surprised that Vegas conceded 4 unanswered goals to Tampa. I understand how good Tampa is. And again, we had that talk yesterday alongside the Edmonton Oilers game last week when they broke the 8-game streak to Tampa of Edmonton. But man, oh man, I mean, look, 4 unanswered goals against a team like Vegas, that doesn't happen very often. But Vegas took the punch. They answered. What can they do on a 4-on-4? Faceoffs are 25-22 in favor of the Bolts. Stephenson kicked out of the draw. So Nick Waugh, that's why you put him on the wing side sometimes, because he can drum in and take draws. And this will go to Glendening. Now Hayden Fleury have to spin and turn away from Waugh, but Waugh gets a stick left dispossessed for a moment. And now Tampa will spin it back here for Hayden. 7:30 left to go in this third. It's a 4-4 contest. Shots on goal almost dead even. 31-29 in favor of the Bolts. 3-2 is the lead for New Jersey over Edmonton after 2. It's 4-4 in our contest. Brayden Point will take a shovel pass in toward the goal mouth, but it goes to the left. And now Stephenson off the rush near the right side wing. On his backhand, turns and spins, and this one gets blocked out in front of the pass, as this will be collected by Nikita Kucherov. Got to watch out for him. Trying to make a move between the legs of Martinez, but I know Alec Martinez has seen it all. But Nikita Kucherov did do that to Cody Ceci, and then scored 5-0 on Skinner last week, and I almost lost my voice. 10 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4, about 6:45 thereabouts in the third. 4-4 game. Vegas with the puck. Again, they're going right to left in this third. Eichel, who try to give and go there for the captaincy and Stone. Vegas are in the road whites with the black pants. This has been iced. Vegas on the power play side. 50 seconds left to go in which to work with the abbreviated. If they don't score here, they'll be 1 for 4. So Tampa will be on the road Saturday side against Ovi and the Washington Capitals. And they come home for a couple. All tough games. Florida Panthers on that side and the New York Rangers. So the best of the best in the East right now. And the way that it's been for the Capitals, a little bit of a surprise for me because there's not a lot of goals from Ovi, just 5. And yet they're second in the Metro. Eichel near the right side wall. Trying to use that strength. They'll make a pass. This will bounce off Tanner Jeannot. And this will be recollected here for Tampa. And off the rush. It's Hagel. Tons of speed. He gets dispossessed by Pietrangelo off the stick lift. 6:05 left to go in the third. It's a 4-4 game. Drawn under with you on the play-by-play side. We're in Only Arena. Here's a cross pass. Karlsson collects off his backhand. Spin and turn near the right side. Dot, but nobody home. Vegas has one more rush on the power play. This is closed 5-hole. Marchessault gets a piece of it as Vasilevsky says no. And sent all the way down. White Claw will touch as this will be picked up now. In by Vegas a couple times. Hutton trying to jam away at it into the neutral zone. Buffalo defeated Toronto 9-3 on that side. I will be watching the Steve Dangle video tonight, no doubt about it after that. As this is sent back in. Eichel will flip it in. Touch the stick of Vasilevsky. We're almost 5 minutes away from overtime in this final five if the score line holds. Will we have some heroics? Good stick chops there by Vegas. This is centered in off the backhand. Belay will get watch, but this will be iced against the Bolts. 5:04 left to go in this third. Again, shots on goal. I'll give you that reset here. In the third, it was Jonathan Marchessault on the power play from Karlsson and Jack Eichel. He kept his 12-game point streak alive. And then Paul Cotter with his fifth from Brayden McNabb and Brendan Hutton. Vasilevsky, 29 out of 25. And Yuri Patera, 28 out of 32. Stephenson will win this one back, but it's too strong. This will be an opportunity for Vegas to flip it in off the left hand of Vass. This will be a little bit more unconventional here, and this will be sent down the ice. This will be blown dead against the Bolts one more time. 4:50 left to go in this third. The hits are 19-18 here for the Bolts. Faceoffs are 27-22. Power plays are 2 for 4 for Tampa, 1 for 4 for the Golden Knights so far, with 4:50 left to go in this third. This will be a face-off with an immediate shot. This will bounce near the right side dot as this got blocked before it ever hit the big cat. Intercepted by McNabb. He'll go ahead and dump it in for Victor Hedman. Radish now. He'll lose it as this will be recollected here for Darren Radish, but off of a double team. It's Marchessault trying to locate it. Will be an opportunity for Michael Eyssimont. 4:25 left to go in the third as it's stuck near the right side dot. This will be Eyssimont now. Glendening. Nice little chip pass. This will work out. Tampa in off the rush. Try to dispossess Tanner Jeannot. They'll do so. Now Chandler Stephenson on his forehand. He's being hounded by a couple of Bolts. And now Tampa will push this one the other way. Tampa will reset it across the Bolt. Right in the center of the ice, Michael Eyssimont, and off his right hand. He dispossesses one of the Golden Knights of the puck. He'll turn and shoot. And Yuri Patera makes the save. 3:54 left to go in this third. We'll take a break. What's left in store for us? Come back and find out.
Estaremos ahí por si te pasa algo feo con este día especial.
Mamá, por eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, le mando un texto a mi agente. Tranquilos. State Farm estará ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
24 horas. ¡Ay! ¡Como siempre! Ahora, como buen vecino, State Farm está ahí. Llama para obtener una cotización hoy.
I recommend La Roche-Posay with the Car Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration helps repair the skin barrier. La Roche-Posay.
From Frost Spray, with a rugged and real box. The Curry Frost Box.
Travis, did you know you can get this season?
Brayden Point's had a terrific night. 2 beautiful goals, extra effort in both instances. That gets him 500 points. Now he is third fastest to 100 points in franchise history. Nikita Kucherov, no surprise there. Did it the quickest. But Brayden's extra effort on both those goals, that was really something. There's times where I felt like Brayden puts in so much effort. He has the puck on his stick so much. He's the one that's responsible for bringing the puck up the ice, whether it's even strength or certainly on the power play. And some nights it's a lot of miles spent.
The profile in Brayden Point, it took him 533 games to get 500 points. As it stands, though, in this third period, Marchessault got his second and Cotter tied it. It's 4-4. We got 3:45 left to go in this third. Will we need overtime? Will we need a shootout? Again, this fantastic game just continues to deliver. As this is Vasilevsky, he doesn't hold it, though. Karlsson, Cotter, this might be a bad idea. McNabb lets it go. Gigantic shot block, but immediately pop back up to the feet. Here's Vegas, as they'll find it here. You got Paul, Point, Kucherov, Perbix, and Hedman. Here's a rush. Kucherov, he was working his way near the left side. He almost kissed the left post at 80 miles an hour off the wrister. 3:15 left to go in this third. A very entertaining contest. Here's an outstretched pass. Point off the instep near the right side wall. Chernak. This goes up the stick of Yuri Patera. And this is cleared and across the blue bolt. Amalie Arena here. John out here with you on the call. We got 3 minutes left to go in this third. Off a dump in. This is intercepted by Tampa. Hagel plays a pass. It's Stamkos. This one gets blocked. Stammer trying to find it. This could be a rush here for Vegas. Eichel so strong. In off his forehand now. He played off his backhand, worked to his forehand, cleared it in near the left side of the red one. Be an opportunity now to get stopped in behind the net for Hayden Fleury. 2:30 left to go in this third. Shots are 34-31. An abbreviated timeout. That's what we're getting right now. And behind the cage, all the forwards changes. All the personnel's changed right now. And we'll look to get started again. Left to right for the Bolts. Again, they're in the home blues with the white Bolt and the Vegas Golden Knights going right to left. In the road whites with the gold and red striping. It'll be DeHaan off the half spin, plays this off the wall. This can be a difficult pass to get to for Radish. Turned over. Here's a slap shot, and this goes up the stick shaft of Vasilevsky. Can Vegas hold it in? Marchessault can't, and this will be recollected now. Vegas has time for a few more rushes. It's Hutton near the left side. He'll take a short side chance and almost buzzes the mask of the big cat. 1:45 left. It goes up and on a play. Carolina and Pittsburgh have gone to OT. Edmonton have exploded against New Jersey. It's now 5-3. Our game has almost seemed destined for overtime here as Kucherov got very close to giving the go-ahead goal here for the Lightning. What else can't he do on that side? 1:45 left to go in this third. Vancouver and Dallas look like to be heading into the third, tied at 2. This is a face-off win for the VGK, as they will go ahead and pick it up now. Victor Hedman in the pin against the wall, as this is now for Point. This will be played in behind the cage now. Hedman will go ahead and take a look. Paul provided. Nice play. Perbix will push it ahead as Kucherov, they try to find him. Look for the rush the other way. Dorofeyev as this gets knocked away. Goal differential in the third for Tampa, -4, as they're going to be -6 right now. Point +10 the other way. Rebound, scores from an impossible angle. Nick Paul. Yuri Patera really should have had that one. And now Vegas is up against it. He was diving. I think he dived the wrong way. Nick Paul might have the game winner with $1:13 left in the third. My goodness. Let's take a look at it. Near the left side, fired. Big pad save. Patera. Patera dives. He almost dived and smacked his head on the ice. Point drives the puck toward the net. He's going to get another assist. Nick Paul finishes off the rebound from a severe angle almost near the left wall. And Nick Paul has the go-ahead goal for the Bolts. They are a minute 13 away from taking 2 points. And maybe a timeout the other way for Bruce Cassidy's squad. We'll see. Maybe an empty net pull. Eichel can't win the draw. Chernak, Hedman, top line out there right now in the minute 5. As this is a cannon of a shot that goes near the left side wall. Chernak let that one go at 89 miles an hour. As this is sent in a very late goal with 1:11 left. And Brayden Point got the primary assist. He has been excellent. Down to 50 seconds. Patera vacates the goal crease. Vegas needs a goal now all of a sudden. It's Vasilevsky. This is not played clean again and behind the net. This might allow Vegas to go ahead and locate it. Down to 35 seconds. Touch pass. Stamkos will get it out. This is not cleared. Chernak. This will bounce to Hedman. He tries to use the wall. He'll do so successfully. Marchessault, he's one away from a hat. As this is sent back in the other way, bounced away from Hagel. Down to 15 seconds. Vegas with the puck. Down to the right dot. This will go D to D for Pietrangelo. Now for Hutton. Down to 10 seconds. Off the half spin. Marchessault stuffing it at Vasilevsky there. And he'll hold on. 5.7 left to go in the game. He didn't get all of it there. And Tampa still alive with the lead. 5.7 left to go. What a frantic finish that we have ahead of us. And we already can say so anyway. Stone try to find Karlsson. He wanted to tie that 5-5. But let's see. Stone puts the pass from right to left across the goal mouth. Hedman, I think, tied him up a little bit and saved a goal. He didn't get the full shot. Good work there for Victor Hedman. Saved a goal there nonetheless. Vasilevsky could have made that save in tight, but you don't want to have them forced to do so. So 5.7 left. Left to go in this third. Nick Paul has tied the game with 1:11 left to go from a severe angle. Point got the shot near the right dot, rebound near the left dot with the left pad save from Patera, and he finished it off. So this will be an opportunity for the timeout. There's Cassidy going to go ahead and it's his assignments. On the other end, Jeff Blashill, the former Red Wings head coach, assistant coach now for Jon Cooper's squad, will do so. 6.2 on the clock. That's all that's left in this fantastic game. Every single one of these games that we've got lately have been instant classics. It's been awesome to see, as this is an offensive zone draw. Plenty of time to shoot and gather, shoot, and settle. You don't have to just fire this right on. Nick Waugh trying to find it. There's a bomb. Vasilevsky looks behind him, but he finds it, makes the save. He felt it underneath him, and then he might have thought that the puck was getting loose. Nobody was there on the doorstep. Vasilevsky with a gigantic save, and now it's 3.1 left. Eichel hammers the 1T. He was happy to make the save, was Vass. He goes, wait a minute. I can't tell this if this is between my legs or not. Falls on it like a leapfrog. One more chance for a draw here for Vegas. Can they get it? They got to get it clean. They'll do so. Here's a slapper. Gets blocked. Eichel runs out of time. The Tampa Bay Lightning take a 5-4 lead, and they win this one in regulation. A late goal for Nick Paul was enough to get it done. What a thrilling contest. I'm glad you can join me. 5-4 final. Tampa gets the job done. We'll see ya on a Tuesday night, but I'll be here back on Saturday at the Go Live Sportscast between the Warhawks and the Waterford Sharks. If I don't talk to you then, I'll talk to you on Tuesday for the WJCs. Peace. Have a good night, everybody.